Check 1 2 1 2, bitch.
What up, what up, what up, what up, what the fuck is up, people?
What up?
It's episode 311.
311
of the most consistent podcast in the area.
Give me a hell yeah!
It's the iLLogical sense. It's your boy Busby.
And over here, it's your boy JC. No.
Hey, Martine.
Yo, what's happening, man? What's good?
Got a question for y'all.
Uh-oh.
When y'all realize you were black?
Started 4 score moons ago.
So I closed my eyes.
One day I came out of my bedroom and I was given the opportunity to watch Saturday Night Live or in living color. And let's just say I have no idea what's been going on with Saturday Night Live ever since.
Realized I was
Easy choice.
realized I was black when I woke up at 3 a.m. in the morning and it was on BET. And there was a
That
show.
late?
Yes. Hey man, woke up and I was like, guess I am black.
What was that, 13, 14 years old?
For real, bro. Like, what the hell?
Hey. And
So anyway.
could have gotten. I was a minor anyway. So, fuck y'all doing?
I'm chilling, man. It's hot.
It's unnecessary
Seriously.
hot. Disrespectfully hot.
Really?
I want the fall to come, man. I like it when it's like kind of cool, kind of isn't. I like it when it rains, not like monsoon like weather, but like sprinkles.
I like
enjoy
October.
I enjoy a nice 68 to 70 degree day where it's bright outside, but not hot enough for me to avoid the hoodie.
October.
Yeah,
Late September, October.
Yeah.
November for me.
As soon as the daylight
October's
savings, daylight savings kicks in.
Yeah, when it starts getting dark at like 5 o'clock,
Yep.
that's the shit. That's my shit.
Oh yeah, start
And
going to sleep at 8.
See, that's
Feel
the one
me?
thing I never could get with, man.
What?
When it gets dark early. Like, that shit just gets on my nerves.
I don't like it,
Yeah.
but at the same time,
That's
it
great.
definitely helps with trying to go to sleep earlier.
Oh, no. It works with the whole timing of things. Don't get me wrong. But, like, I just... when you want to do stuff. You know what I mean?
I don't like the concept.
Yeah.
But
I've been
Irritating as
But
fuck.
now that we're there, you know what I mean? Like, it's like, okay, I
Hey,
guess.
lately I've been going to sleep early. Early for me, it's like 9 o'clock now. That's how I know my age. I'm like, oh shit, 9 o'clock, gotta go to bed now.
That's a great night for me. 8 o'clock is heaven. But the way this boy be kicking...
Screaming.
No, it's not even screaming. It's just he's in the middle of 2, I guess, milestones. He got teeth number 5 and number 6. So those are messing with his gums. And then he's just having an overall growth spurt right now, too. So it's just like he sleep and eats right now.
Yeah.
He eats, he sleeps, and he plays. But he sleeps, so he naps into like almost 6 or 7 o'clock at night on given times. And, of course, then it's...
He's up all night.
Yeah, it's like, all right, I guess we're going to go for 10:45 for best case scenario.
Right.
And
And
there's
that's
other
exactly
days.
what I meant when I told you a few months back. I was like, you better enjoy this shit
Yeah.
because it ain't going to last, bro.
Right. But then there are the nights, too, where, like, it was literally, he was ping-ponging this week.
Oh,
So
shit.
one night we're up till 10:30. And then legitimately the next night, as soon as I get him out the tub, it's 8:15 and he's fast asleep in my lap.
Yeah.
And I'm like, all right, cool, it's my perfect time to just creep through. And those are the nights where I can go in and get a 5 a.m. workout. I'll still struggle. I'll still try to get a workout in the other nights, but it's definitely a struggle.
Yeah.
It's like,
Well,
why am I even
need
awake
your
right now?
sleep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why am I even trying to do this before an 8-hour shift? But
Right.
gotta
feel you on
make
that.
it work.
Well,
But one thing I did do, I forgot to, I don't know how I forgot, but just a lot of stuff was going on with the last pod. Want to give a big shout out to Sean and his podcast, Not Superheroes, Just Dads.
yes.
Because I was on the episode going into Father's Day weekend, and I completely forgot to shout him out. which I immediately realized it right after we hit stop. And I was like,
shit.
Yeah, I'm not going to have you guys go back and do that because I'm hungry. We're going to Chili's. Like,
True. Yeah.
I've been fasting all day. Prior, like, you know what I'm saying?
I hate it.
Yeah. But no, that was a good experience. Shout out to Sean Lowry. He's a good friend. We have been trying to get that coordinated for 6-7 weeks. And everything just it was just like one thing after another.
Right.
Whether it be work related or Giannis was his birthday, he wasn't feeling good, or
Typical shit.
Yeah. But we finally got that together right at the end of May, and he had told me it would be a couple weeks till he put it out, and I just again going with the flow of everything, I'm not even paying attention, realizing by that time we're going into Father's Day. Yeah. So I was honored that my episode was the one leading into Father's Day.
Nice.
That's what's up.
So I was very appreciative of that, and then
perfect timing, man.
Yeah,
everything works out.
Yeah.
You know?
And then I listened to the playback earlier this week. The next guest on this one was our good friend Jason.
Hey!
So, for those who want to know what it's like in the inner minds of fathers all around, fathering their children, again, not superheroes, just dads is the name of the podcast.
Nice.
That's what's
and
up.
again, another salute, another shout out.
Yup.
What's up?
Trying to think what else been going on.
Well,
I ain't been shot or shot at.
I was about to get into that. Someone else has.
And I've been
I'm being perfectly clear. I haven't been waiting for it. It's just
Yeah, we gotta be perfectly clear.
Ain't nobody coming to my door. Don't come to my door. It just so happened that sound effect was.
It was shots.
Yeah, and they caught the person, so I couldn't play this one.
Laughing to death. Oh, that's gonna happen.
Hey, somebody did
that one could happen. Oh yeah, 45. So we were trying to avoid it for a long time, but
we weren't trying to avoid it. We knew we were going to talk about it.
Eventually, we were just delaying it.
It was just a timing thing.
It was just a timing thing, because of debates. Well, I guess I'm glad we're talking about it now, because as y'all know, if y'all listening, it's an election season, and there's a lot of shit that happened leading up to what's going on right now. Yeah, Donald Trump got shot at, like an assassination attempt.
Allegedly.
Yeah. We're going to say that now, yeah. I saw that shit online. That shit zoomed past his ear, and I was like, wait, what? I was like, someone trying to get him out and shit like that? And I was like, oh, shit. And then he put his fist in the air, bleeding all over. It looked like a fucking hero. And let's put it to you this way, people. When it comes to Republicans, it was all good for them just a few weeks ago. He survived an assassination. We gotta get the things ready. He survived an assassination attempt. He was up in the polls. The Democrats were in disarray. He, I guess, washed Joe Biden in a debate. The media was on his side. Everything was going good for him. But I just said, just wait.
No.
He gonna fuck it up. So, Joe Biden just said, you know what? Watch this. Hey, he did what J. Cole did.
I apologize.
Because the Democrats were saying, you too old, nigga.
I mean, let's break that down, man. Because, I mean, honestly, he was, dog. Like, there was no denying that shit. Like,
so is Donald Trump.
No, he is. Don't get me wrong. But, dog, Joe Biden, he couldn't. He was stuttering like a motherfucker. He couldn't put his sentences together. He was calling people. He called the dude from fucking
Venezuela.
No, not Venezuela. Fucking God
Ukraine.
Ukraine. Yes, he called him Putin
by mistake.
Dog, come on. And that's not the first time he's done some shit like that too. You know what I mean?
Joe Biden made that wild announcement on a random Sunday, and he basically said Joe Biden. He just basically just said.
That's how it started.
Nah, dead ass though.
Yeah. No, but the thing was, he was, I guess, getting washed in the polls, and it was looking scary for him in the swing states. Democrats, Obama was calling out, donors were dropping out, saying, you need to step aside, bro. Biden was like, nah, but lo and behold, behind the scenes, they had a plan ready to go. They were silent, just like a certain rapper was silent when shit was going on. Because he had the RNC, the Republican National Convention, which was another shit show. You had fucking Amber Rose up there. Ugh. And you had Hulk Hogan up there. All this disgusting. And Trump went up there for he said he had the longest speech in any party national convention history. It went on for almost an hour and 58 minutes. He went on for almost 2 hours.
Damn.
Talking about nothing. She's just having her own podcast for himself. Rambling on and on about shit. But anyway, Joe Biden pulled a J. Cole and said, nah, I ain't ready for this. I mean, I could beat him, but I don't want to. What did Drake say on Hard Part 6? You'd be a worthy competitor?
Yep.
Oh, shit.
I thought, though, I don't care. This was the whole funny thing about this entire month to me when it came to that. Mm-hmm. So, again, Trump allegedly gets shot at, right? Biden comes out the same day, says, I called him, I checked in on him, just want to let him know, hey, we're here for support. On the flip side, Biden then drops out and Trump goes, oh, yeah, it's very good. He wasn't a good candidate. He's just tearing into him, and it's like, this man checked on you to make sure your ear was okay.
You know what's even worse is that Biden checked in on the other individual that was protecting his family that ended up getting killed from the shot, and Biden checked in on the family and shit like that.
The widow
said, I'm still not gonna. I didn't take the call because gang. My husband was a supported Republican. I didn't want to go.
Meanwhile, Trump
was playing
at
golf.
That point never made contact with her.
That's fucking. I didn't know that shit. That's stupid as hell.
I mean, it makes sense. It's who he is.
It makes sense because that's who they are.
Who Trump is, yeah.
No. I'm talking about the fucking Republicans.
Oh, yeah.
Like, you still sided with somebody who didn't give a fuck about you?
Gang.
That's crazy.
Yeah, get blooded up.
That's crazy.
And the Republicans were all united. I'm telling you, everything was looking good. But I'm looking at this, and I told my mom, he's going to fuck up. Just wait. Something's going to happen. And then Joe Biden did what he did, and said, yeah, I'm going to endorse somebody else. Come on. I was going to say Camilla. Kamala Harris. Air the horns. And it's like the Democrats just formed like the Power Rangers Megazord. They formed like Voltron around her. Money was coming up the ass for her. And long story short, she's ahead in the polls now.
Is she?
Yes.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, because the last time I checked, she was like literally 1 point under.
The last few polls I've seen, she's up by like 4 now. It's literally it was a cosmic shift.
Okay.
And now Donald Trump went from telling Biden, I want to debate you every month, to, you know what? No, I don't want to debate her. I'd rather have her, because they're supposed to debate in September. He's saying, I don't want to debate on ABC News because they're not fair. So let's go on Fox News and have a whole arena full of people and have Fox News moderators. He wants on his own rules and shit.
What kind of shit is that?
I'm telling you, this whole election is reminding me of the Drake and Kendrick feud. It's literally going beat by beat. We got Donald Trump telling Biden, drop. You got Joe Biden said, yeah, you were a worthy competitor if you're a real competitor.
If you're a real competitor.
You got Kamala Harris telling Trump, your superpowers getting neutralized. I can only watch in silence. This is going beat by beat of the fucking beat of the beef. It's going beat by beat of the fucking beef. That's a bar. Let's tap myself on the back for that.
Boo this, man.
Shut up! Man. Speaking of getting booed, Donald Trump went on the fucking... He went to the Black Journalists of Association convention.
Oh, God.
And he went up... And the thing is, because they couldn't invite everyone, all the black folks were like, "Why you inviting this nigga?" And they're all going like, "Well, he's a presidential candidate, and we have to be fair to him." I was like, "You know what he's gonna do, but we still gotta give him a chance." So he goes up there and they ask him the questions. Yeah. So what about all the racist shit you've been saying and da da da? You haven't tell him to fucking redeem yourself. First thing he says was, "Well, I've been asked such a nasty ass question before. Who the fuck is you?" Then he says, Kamala Harris, she ain't black. She was Indian. I never thought she was black. I thought she was Indian. Now she's black all of a sudden.
You want to know the great thing I read about that?
That's crazy.
One of the great responses. He said, Donald Trump really don't be around black people because that's one of the biggest things black people hold on to is I got Indian in my blood.
And now...
Damn.
Now you have white... See, I'm saying, bro. Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, See, I've been ignoring all this shit these MAGA motherfuckers be saying, but to see white people try to question somebody's blackness, that's something I didn't think I would ever mark on my 2024 card. You got a little pump out here saying, Kamala Harris ain't black.
Right.
Got Amber Rose saying this shit. Oh, yeah, Amber Rose on that side. It's like you trying to question someone's blackness, and like Republicans are going like, "My God, what are you doing? Stop saying racist shit!" And he continues to say racist shit. And now she's just soaring past him in the polls. It's like she's gaining support on an everyday thing. Like this is going beat by beat. Like, and he wants to avoid dropping. You know,
Were we on the last episode when he brought out the black jobs?
Yeah, that was in the
after?
debate. That was during the debate. He said it.
Yeah, black jobs.
Yeah, there's a lot of black jobs out there.
Black jobs.
What was your black job, Martine?
I mean, I'm not black.
It's a joke. Go with it, boy.
My black job was Wingstop.
Yeah,
Chicken.
Wingstop.
Shit, man. Oh, this is hilarious. I just see this. We got a few more months to the election. A lot of shit could happen. Either democracy is on the line, more serious than a joke. Project 2025 is a real thing. They're backing away from it. It's a real thing, people. Do your research, do your Googles, go out and vote. Because one or two things are going to happen. Either we're going to vote for the first black woman president, and then Inauguration Day, which is going to be on the same day as Martin Luther King, that's going to be the pop out. Or I'm going to throw a chair.
I'm mad.
That's all I'm going to say, because there's a lot of other things I could say, but
I didn't know she was black.
emphasis on the
Yo, I swear to God, the way you said that shit, dog.
Black.
No, she was black. And how he does the shit with his hands every time he
every
talks.
damn time.
The dolphin.
Every single yes.
Like he does his little
he's a
hands.
fucking dolphin, bro.
Oh man, and the Republicans are all backing away from him. You got Bill O'Reilly out here saying, dude, like he done fucked up. Kyle Rittenhouse said he wasn't gonna vote for him.
That's cool. I don't give a fuck about that.
In the midst of all this, there's another Kennedy running.
Yeah. He's like a third party. No one gives a fuck about him.
No, he's just independent.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Third party independent. Yeah.
You know, we really got to get rid of the whole fucking two bipartisan whatever bullshit.
Make this shit like the playoffs.
Nah, dead ass.
There's MAGA, then there's Republicans, and then there's fucking Democrats.
Man, you gotta have 4 different divisions, right?
Exactly.
And then you got 8 candidates per, right? Mm-hmm. Then you just break that shit down. Little by winner comes out to the fucking. Then you got 4 choices, not 2.
And I want 32. I want it
Goddamn,
all.
okay,
I want Republican West. I want Republican East. I want Republican North. Republican South, and then flip
you
it.
know goddamn well the South is gonna win that shit.
Democrat East. I want that shit like the NFC, AFC.
Wow.
They already got the colors to match it.
That's what the primaries
Nah,
are, man.
you ain't lying.
Yeah.
That's what the primaries.
But you know what though? If you really think about it, like for real, everything that has to do with like 2 sides of everything is always blue and red.
Yep.
Like
really, though.
everything.
I remember when I went to DC. Now I think I went to the Capitol Hill or whatever, and I looked up and they showed both the Republicans and the Democrats, and I saw the blue and the red, and I was like, these are Bloods and Crips, legit Bloods and Crips.
Yep.
Democrats and Republicans.
Republicans, and they're gang. They are gang. That's why I'm so weird about seeing how the Republicans are so clicked up with Trump, and it's like, damn, you guys are gang. You will go down with this shit no matter what. I guess.
You know what's always interesting about the year of the election? Everybody fights against each other from January to June, and then they pick it up towards mid-August all the way to the polls. Because there's always them summer games where everybody comes together and says, America! Go whoop everybody else's ass.
This motherfucker yelled hella loud.
Hey man, when it comes to the United States, man, we may beef with each other. There may be racial tension, gun violence. We may hate each other, beat each other up, shoot each other. But when it comes to them summer games, nigga,
Yeah.
we together. Oh, say, can you see, nigga?
I ain't never seen so many people who are anti-hip-hop love Snoop Dogg and Flavor Flav the way I've seen in the past 2 weeks.
Boy, this is great. Every dunk I see of LeBron, I yell, America!
Dog, I'm telling you, the most American thing that I saw was fucking Snoop crip walking with the damn Olympic torch.
Yep.
With them gold ass shoes.
I don't give a fuck. He could have been wearing fucking all red as far as I'm concerned. Like, just the fact that he was doing the goddamn a crip walk, and that's legitimately a crip walk.
Serena Williams did that shit too.
Holding the torch?
Well, she was
holding the torch,
but she was on the podium
holding the torch.
I mean,
dog.
Yeah, that's a dance celebration. This is only a
Starting
select
the
few hold
games.
the torch.
Yeah, seriously.
And the crazy thing is, in 4 years, God willing, if Snoop is still here, it's gonna be in L.A.
Yeah.
He gonna be there again.
Cool.
I thought it was great seeing all just the running jokes with everybody on that boat.
Oh yeah.
There's so many different jokes that could be put in. It's like if it wasn't for these games, black people on a boat just ain't for America just ain't good.
Ooh. Oh yeah. Shit. Pretty much. LeBron was holding that boat like he was George Washington and shit. Oh man, and seeing the Team America doing the good deed and for basketball. Seeing LeBron James.
Oh, I'll be perfectly clear. Traditional basketball, not 3-on-3 basketball.
Yeah, not that.
'Cause there's 3-on-3 now.
Yeah, not that
Yeah,
shit.
they need to review what the hell they doing.
Yeah.
Sending them guys over there. Shout out to them, salute. But y'all not getting the job done.
Nah, the 5-on-5, the real basketball.
Yeah.
You got LeBron James, Steph Curry, Anthony, what's it called? Anthony Edwards, AD.
Anthony Edwards and KD are coming off the bench.
Bruh.
See, I got a problem with AE coming off the bench. Personally.
Why?
Why is he coming off the bench?
Who's
Because you
starting?
have Steph shooting and you got Drew Holiday making
Drew
sure that he's running the point guard.
Drew Holiday.
Yeah, but he's playing, as Steve Kerr said, he wants to make sure that the guys are playing in position, because if he's running them in practice and they're not producing, then why is he going to put them out on the court, which I respect. I do respect
get
that.
you. I mean, I will say that Steve Kerr is a really good coach, so I'll take his word and shit like that. But like, just talent wise, you know what I mean? It's weird to have somebody of that caliber on the bench.
Yeah, but I mean, he's sitting next to KD. And KD's up there with LeBron and Steph.
KD came off the
So
bench and
I'd
put
look
up.
at it.
you're right.
I'd look at it from the
You're right.
standpoint of I have LeBron and Steph in the starting lineup who need their touches. So let me sub them out and put Anthony Edwards and KD in, so that way we're not really losing momentum.
KD
It's just
coming off the
nonstop
bench
Yeah,
scoring.
and
you still got a
20
shooter
points.
and a guy who could attack the back. Okay,
Yep.
I see it. I
Yeah.
see it.
KD came off
You're
the
talking
bench.
about strategy wise,
Right, 'cause-
Like, I'm thinking talent, but you're on the strategy. I get you.
Yeah, because
I get
imagine subbing KD and Edwards out, and you immediately put Derek White and Drew Holiday in. It's a drop off.
you. Yeah, huge.
Dude,
Yeah.
KD
Huge.
coming off the bench and dropping 20. Like, that was, what was it, 20 years?
I just know he shot like 100 times and he missed
Oh,
once.
yeah, like the fuck, dog. It was like
Yeah.
America. And then meanwhile, we got Jason Tatum. Just that's his name, right? And
Jason Tatum.
just
Yep.
chilling on the bench, looking mad. The MVP of the
Oh,
finals.
no, he started the last game.
Oh, he did.
Yeah.
Why'd you have to do that for?
What?
I was just gonna say good.
I just saw that one. I just saw it like I guess the first game when they went against East Sudan or whatever, East Sudan or whatever, and you see Jason Tatum on the sideline looking all mad he didn't play. And then what's his name?
No, I ain't going to Sudan. Sudan's who they just played. They were going against, where's Jokic from?
Serbia?
Yeah,
Serbia.
They
Yeah.
played Serbia the first game.
Right.
Yeah, and he just looked all mad he wasn't playing, and then Steve Kerr was like, "Oh shit, I forgot he was there."
Yep.
That's how deep that bench is.
Yep.
America.
But to be fair, again, that's what happened to LeBron, Carmelo, and Wade their first year.
What happened?
They didn't play much.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
And then they won bronze. That's initially why Kobe was like, "Nah, we can't do this shit. You're embarrassing me now." It's like, where'd you come from?
You embarrassing me now. Speaking of it, yeah, I'm just saying, the games have been dope. You were talking about the rugby games. You said that shit. Was fun.
that shit was fire.
Are they still playing that rugby shit?
Nah, that championship game was like the opening weekend. I was like, damn, how quickly
That was
they
quick.
played.
Damn.
It was who was
They didn't want to get no one CTE.
was it
I mean,
Paris?
that sport has like the lowest.
I know
like,
Fiji.
CTE
I know Fiji
percentage.
lost. I'm trying to figure out if they're. Maybe
You
Paris
said
or Italy.
wait, hold up. Fiji, you said lost?
Yeah, Fiji.
Wow, that's surprising.
Yeah,
But you
that
said,
shit was great. That was amazing. They were flying in the air, doing end zone touchdowns and shit.
Really?
Their touchdowns are 5 points, and then their extra points are 2 points.
Oh, nice.
So you still end up, you get both. You still end up with 7.
Oh, okay.
And then the women were adding to that. I forgot which country it was, where homegirl picked up.
Yeah, I saw
the
that.
girl,
yeah.
and she
Like
and
the
kept her up.
like the
Yeah.
last ride.
Yeah.
I saw that shit.
This
And
motherfucker said, Gave her an ass ride.
No, the last ride. That was Undertaker.
Oh yeah.
You saw? What do you think I said? The ass ride?
Yeah.
Oh.
I thought you said
I'm an ass man.
I'm an ass man. Yeah, he picked her ass up and she caught that shit. That was fire. Yeah, man. Hey, but you said it was fire. The games were fire.
That joint was dope. Like that was one of the ones where Giannis was paying attention.
Okay.
That was yeah. France just annihilated them. It was 7-7, and then France was like, yeah, bye, and they just went and worked them the rest of the match.
And then that's it already? They're done?
They're done. I was
That's
surprised.
it.
I was like, wait, that's the gold match. Damn, that was opening weekend.
Oh, wow.
They
I mean, that's
played
cool,
no
though.
games. They got in, got out.
Is that
But-
new to the Olympics?
I don't
or-
know.
No,
but,
they've been there for a
But
minute,
the cool
I think.
thing was
Really?
okay. So
Damn.
look at it from this perspective. You had rugby, and then Thursday we had the Hall of Fame game. So as far as I was concerned, I was like, hey, that's a perfect run-in.
Oh yeah, that's a perfect lead up.
Yeah. So
Yes,
I was like,
it
oh,
is.
if it's a one and done for y'all, I'm not missing much because I got American football right back. Like,
Yeah.
cool.
Right.
Nice.
And since you brought up the Hall of Fame game, shout out Patrick Willis.
Yes. Shout out to Patrick Willis. Forever Niner.
Shout out to
Well
Devin-
deserved.
Shout out to Devin Hester.
Yes.
Yep. There was a few.
Dwight
people.
Freeney or Dwayne Freeney?
Dwight.
Dwight Freeney.
Dwight Freeney. Yeah, that's right.
Steve McMichael.
I think Julius Peppers made it too.
Julius Peppers. Yeah.
Steve Mongo McMichael.
Mongo McMichael. Bruh, I swear to God, that shit, when I heard Steve McMichael, I was like, Mongo?
Have you seen how he looks now?
Nah.
He's not in good shape, bro. Nah, like literally, he's on like.
I mean, but he was on roids, bro. Like,
yeah, but you should see
ain't
how
no doubt about it.
he does not look good right now. But
Yeah, I
he
don't-
lived
I don't
long
doubt
enough
it.
to see. He lived long enough to, I guess, be a part of the Hall of Fame ceremony.
that's
so,
Yeah.
I mean, that's cool, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Shit.
yeah, but yeah, that's a
Take
good
what you
plus.
can when you do shit like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he was a wrestler too.
Oh, and
I know. That's
oh,
why I was saying, like when they said Steve McMichael, and I was like Mongo, that was what popped in my mind. WCW.
Yeah,
We're forgetting the big
Yeah.
name, Andre Johnson.
yeah.
Fuck.
Andre Johnson's in the Hall.
Yeah,
This is a good class.
That is a good class.
really good
it
class.
is. But it just makes you think. How many of like the historical players still haven't been in? You know
yeah.
what I mean?
Yep.
Like, and now they're about to just get overlooked.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, back to the Olympics. Shout out to Simone
Simone Biles.
Simone Biles, man. She is the GOAT gymnast. I was seeing her doing all them fucking flips and backflips and all them I don't know how them gymnastics motherfuckers do that
You know
shit.
how she got it. She got a black job.
Yeah, exactly.
That
Gold medal. She got all the medals. She's like the most winning woman gymnast in Olympic history. America!
One is after somebody, another participant said they were lazy.
Yeah, one of her old teammates called her like lazy and uninspired and shit.
And I saw for the record, it wasn't the gymnast that's the big meme where she's
Yeah.
the unimpressed face. It was another woman with the
teammate.
same name, just a different last name. Was it Mackenzie?
I think so. Michaela?
Michaela?
Something.
Okay, yeah. I want to
Yeah.
clarify that too because I was like, I like that.
It doesn't
I like that
matter
one.
what her
I
name
like the
is.
unimpressed meme one. Don't,
Yeah, the other
don't
she
throw her
cool.
under.
She's cool. She kind of retired from like gymnastics, but the other chick, yeah, she was the one talking shit.
Oh yeah, that's the one I was talking about.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And then and then as soon as she posted it, old girl, she blocked her and shit. You're like, aw, in your feelings. But nah, she's killing it. And then we're doing the real shit. I guess the running with the track and field
yep.
shit. Nah, man, I saw the 10,000. I was at the barbershop and we were watching the 10,000 meters one when they were doing
You
30.
said 10,000
Yes.
meters? That don't make sense.
Yeah, run a marathon.
That's crazy.
That's a running marathon, bro.
Are you serious?
Yes, dude. I was.
God damn.
Not a real marathon, but
But still, that's a lot.
The track was huge.
you watching for a while.
Shit.
It's like NASCAR, just for niggas running.
And he's making a left. Oh shit, there goes
Yeah,
the left.
out me and the barbers were watching. Out of the barbershop, we were watching this shit. We looking up. I was like, okay, they got 20 laps left. I was like, 20?
God damn.
No, but then when they got to the home stretch, there was only one American there, and they said no American has like been like placed in the medal, has won a medal in this type of race since 1920. So there was only one American there. So we were kind of watching them because we seen some dude in Kenya and all these other black, black jobs up front.
Yes.
You know, but then when they got to the home stretch, everyone started turning around, looking at us, started paying attention, and then you just see the white boy just start shucking like he was Tom Cruise, and I started saying, "America, America!" And then my barber was like, "Run, white boy! Run, white boy!" And he made it to third place. He got bronze. So that was fire. So you made history, but that was good shit. I was like, that was fun. That was dope to watch. The Olympics, man.
Swimming's been cool.
Yeah.
The three that really I shouldn't say three. The main ones Giannis has been glued to. I thought, well, I already knew it was going to be 50-50 with basketball. But he watched that entire rugby match with me. And then he's swimming, the track meets. I don't know if he's been watching volleyball with my mom. What else has been going on?
I saw some volleyball clips.
Which one? Inside or the beach?
The beach.
Beach.
Yeah.
The beach.
Yeah. Shout out to that cameraman. Shout out to the athletes too. They're there for a reason.
And they're from different countries.
Yep.
Yes. And all of them got.
But yeah, man, the Olympics is going on. Comes to the NFL season. They're in training camp. You know, the Hard Knocks just got wrapped up with the Giants.
The off season.
The off season for the Giants.
The first one they've ever done.
For the head office, which is what you always wanted.
Yep.
So
I got 5 episodes of some good nostalgia. That was pretty much what it was like working in the off season for, I'll say 3 of my 4 years, because my first year I came in right before minicamp started, so it was after the draft, after free agency, all that jazz.
Got you.
But for my final 3 off seasons, it's basically how it is in the office. Everybody's stressed out. People are spread over the country because they're going to pro days, the combine. Everybody's rushing to get footage in, break up the footage, and all that stuff. And then you just chilling one March day, and next thing you know, you look up, you're like, the hell's Reggie Nelson doing here?
oh man!
You just start seeing a whole bunch of guys. You're like, wait, we got him? Oh, that's what's up.
Shit, you on the team?
Yeah.
Shit.
I told Busby, I was like, it reminds me of what was it? The 2015 or the 2016 offseason? Just that one offseason where I was like, oh, damn, they got everybody. Where we were just signing people left and right, and then this meme came out of Reggie McKenzie, our former general manager. It's his big head. It's his head on like an animated body, and he's just on the phone, and it's like, come through, it's lit.
Come on, Oakland's lit. Shit, man. We go to when it comes to our Niners, we still negotiating with IU. Martine's been stressing. I haven't.
What the fuck? I have not been stressing at all.
Dude, every time you call me when we talk about it, you be like, I'm getting irritated, man. They haven't signed IU. And I tell your ass to calm your ass down.
Bro, are you on crack?
Dude.
You sound like you on crack.
You sound like you stressed.
Not even. Not in the slightest, honestly. Because my personal opinion, I feel like we'll be all right without Ayuk. As crazy as that sounds. I really ain't tripping on it like that.
I'm just getting more annoyed.
There's another guy who made some noise about a contract that we need ASAP.
And that's Trent Williams. But I think that's cool. I think he doesn't want to do training camp.
I kind of agree with you, but I'm just saying, though.
What was it, year 12 for him?
That's the one. Yeah, but he's the one.
No, I know, but year 12, I wanted a training camp off, too.
Yeah, no,
he'll just be like, there's something wrong with my contract.
Yeah.
He's like, my contract ain't right.
Yeah, I'll take the first 3 weeks of the season, get back in shape.
My contract
that's what Chris
ain't
Jones
right.
did.
I'm going to wait till there's 1 week left. You feel me?
Yeah. Hey, that's what Chris Jones did. Chris Jones held out. Came back in, I think the final preseason game. Took a few games to get back to what he was. Yeah. Then got his incentive at the end of the season, and then got a Super Bowl.
See? That makes sense to me.
It's a good approach.
That's what Bosa did, too. He held out of all training camp.
That was different, though, dog.
That was
different.
But he still signed.
Where was Bosa when Trump allegedly got shot?
He was at training camp.
Are you sure?
Better have been.
Yes. All I know is the shooter was a registered Republican.
Yeah.
That's funny.
That was hilarious.
I mean,
watch your tone.
Is it funny? Like,
watch your tone. Just be careful what you say. Because I think they wanted. Hey, I'm going to chill.
Yep.
Anyway,
there you go.
The NFL dropped their top 100 players, and there's some controversy.
Yeah, there is.
You want to go to you want to tell who's number 1? Or you want to just do the whole top 10?
Tyreek Hill.
I was going to go to the top 10.
Tyreek Hill.
Tyreek Hill was number 1, and Patrick Mahomes was number 4. While Christian McCaffrey was number 3, and Lamar Jackson was number 2.
See, wait, are you sure about that? You
said McCaffrey was number 3, Lamar Jackson was number 2.
Oh, okay. You told me backwards earlier.
I know, my bad.
Yeah, but that's even worse. how the fuck is Mahomes not number one? Or even beyond that, how is fucking Lamar Jackson ahead of Mahomes?
Because I don't think the players like Patrick Mahomes, bro. I think that's what it is. They don't like that nigga because he's too damn good. Some Jordan shit.
I guess.
Plus, if you factor in all their seasons last year, this does, even if they're on their hater shit, it does give credence. You can't really count the postseason because nobody gets a postseason. Everybody doesn't get a postseason.
Yeah.
So when you're factoring in those four guys, if you're going strictly off the season, Tyreek Hill was that guy last year. Like,
okay.
was.
I'll give you that.
Just
I'll
every
give you that.
single damn week, it was some random number that he put up where it's like,
What the
oh, he's
fuck?
got the most yards,
Right.
period, of any receiver in history up to week 9 or some shit like that. And then the very next week, he'd have 16 catches for 247 yards and 3 touchdowns.
Yeah,
or some
just something
shit.
stupid.
And then he'd
Yeah.
have an off week where it'd be 7 catches for 103 yards and 1 touchdown, which is an off week for him.
Yeah, like a normal,
Yeah.
a normal
Now,
high week.
I knew that was when I saw Tyreek Hill was number 1. I was like, that makes sense. And I saw Patrick Mahomes at number 4. Personally, I was like, that makes sense because in that season, he got to the Super Bowl, yeah, but he had a rough season. He did. A rough regular season. He did.
In the
I mean,
postseason, he picked it up.
Yes.
I'll say, yeah, I'll agree with you on to a certain extent, really. Yeah, you're right. He did have a rough season. Mm-hmm. He didn't have any receivers. We have been over that a billion times throughout the season.
Yeah, but he was fighting for his life.
He didn't have any
He
receivers.
got to number 4. That's
That's
great.
what I'm saying. Like, you got to think about that for a second. Now, granted, Tua might not be the greatest quarterback alive and shit, but he's a solid number 1. Say what you want. He's a solid number 1. I'm telling you. I'm not asking you. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Like, he's a solid number 1. You can't even say that fucking Patrick Mahomes had a solid number 1 receiver.
He had God.
You see what I'm saying?
He
Like,
got
so
a
for him
prayer.
to even get the numbers that he did get,
That's why he's a good number 4. And like I
See,
said,
that's where I have my
talk to
issue.
the players. That's what I said. Another part of me really feels. I feel the players don't like him because they're irritated.
I get you.
Because they're
I get you.
irritated by him. Like, you bitch ass motherfucker, always winning all the time. You got to look at it. The Bills don't like his ass for obvious reasons.
Yep.
Eagles
Yeah.
don't like his ass for obvious
Yep.
reasons.
but then his brother played there, so you
The
kind
Raiders don't like his ass.
That's for sure.
I think that whole division, that whole AFC.
But the other 2 teams don't even matter. Like, at all.
Still, that's rivals, man. Who else don't like him? Who else wouldn't like him? What are
The Niners.
Nah.
Nah, because we still respect them.
Yeah, don't mean
You
you
gotta-
don't-
yeah, but we're not
respect
gonna-
is respect and not liking are 2 different
But here's
things,
the thing, though. If you ask a Niner fan who's the best player in the, ask me. I'm telling you, it's Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah, I would
Oh,
say
you ask
the-
any
You know
fan,
what I'm saying?
but we're
Like-
not asking fans. We're asking the players in the NFL.
I got you.
When it comes,
Ask the players in the NFL. Ask the Niners players if
I
they
would like to, honestly. Nah, because I mean, out of anybody who should have the most respect, it should be them.
No, but what I'm saying is respect and not liking are 2 different things. I can respect you and not like you.
All right, I get you. I see.
but when it comes to voting,
Because
they'll
as far as I'm
yeah.
concerned, you got 2 of
Yeah.
my Super Bowls.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
oh yeah. But when
Nah,
it comes
I
to,
get what you, wait, hold on. So you admit that he had won 2 Super Bowls against the Niners? Is that what you're saying, Busby?
I don't know.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
When it comes to other Niners on
That's
the
gonna
list,
come back around.
Yeah.
When it comes to other Niners on the list, Debo came in at 30. I was like, I agree with that one. Brock Purdy
Makes
came.
sense.
Brock Purdy came in at 28, and I was like, makes,
The Raiders had 3.
yeah, your boy Crosby was at 10.
Crosby was at 10. Devontae was 40, and then Christian Wilkes was 58, I believe.
This one pissed off Martine. Bosa was at 27.
That makes no fucking sense at all to me. At all.
I mean, it kind of does to me.
At all.
He had a fucking kind of quiet. I mean, he had a decent season, but compared to the Defensive Player of the Year the season before, he barely got enough sacks. And because of the defensive
Yeah, 10
coordinator,
and a half.
10 and a half. I know, but still, compared to last season,
They'll call
No,
that.
I
They'll call
understand
that a
that.
fall off.
it's not a fall off.
In comparison, in comparison
they
to
would
the numbers
call
you
that
put
a
it,
fall off.
they
Yeah.
would call it a fall off.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
the drop explains itself.
Personally, I think it's the same thing as the Mahomes thing, in my opinion. And that's my problem is I don't think he should have fallen as much as he did. Maybe a few spots, yeah,
It's
sure.
the same
You know what I
thing
mean?
as-
But like
yeah.
not fucking from what 4 to 28, some shit like
It's
that.
the same thing as Devontae.
That's
Devontae
crazy.
was what 11, or he was in the teens last year, and he's 40, and he still put up 100 receptions and 1,000+ yards. And,
Yeah.
you know what I mean. So
still
it's like,
kind of.
You said he was in the teens and dropped down to 40.
yeah.
Yeah.
from last year to this year.
That doesn't make sense to me.
No, but again, that's how they view wins, losses, and your drop downs and stats. It's like, okay, well, yeah, you got the stats, but it didn't lead to winning, so drop them down. You know what I'm saying? That's just how they.
I don't know.
Players view it. Players view it
with
differently than the fans.
Yeah.
And Ayuk, you were kind of like when you saw where Ayuk was at when we talked about it.
Execute Order 66.
He was number 66.
Yep.
And you're like,
Yeah, no, it makes sense.
Yeah.
It makes sense because I don't think he was even on the list last year. And then he put up better numbers than he did last year, and now he's on the list. You know what I mean? It doesn't matter where you're at. You're on the fucking list. That makes sense to me.
Fucking Dak Prescott was 15.
That is stupid as fuck to
16,
me.
while Brock Purdy was 28. That shit just annoyed me. I was just like, he outplayed you, nigga. Like, that's just in the regular season. Like, that irks me. That irks me. But
That's just stupid.
it is. It really is.
Y'all want to get to real football?
Huh?
Y'all want to get to real football?
It's real football.
College football's back, baby.
Oh, yeah, that.
And I've been waiting, baby.
Man.
I couldn't help. I was like, "Oh, this motherfucker, you really?"
They showed me I could download that shit 3 days before I could even play it, and I was like, "Yeah, let me run
People,
that."
let me
I was
tell you
like,
this.
No, this ain't your time. It's my time.
Yeah.
Go
Nah,
ahead,
you better
go
sit
ahead.
back.
Hey, Joe, you can talk after.
All right.
Man,
Sit
last
down,
time I
shut
played
up.
college football, NCAA, it was called NCAA, and it was 2014. And that motherfucker just fell off, and I ain't seen it since.
Yeah.
And every other season, it would just be, oh, they're doing it, and have nothing. No
Nope.
show, no receipts, no nothing. And then one glorious day, they said the NIL deals have now put into effect the return for college football, but we're not going to rush it. We're going to take time with it. And I said, dude, take your time, Pastor, take your time.
Take your time with it. I'm about to line with it.
Yeah, no, I'm fine with it. I'm fine with it. I'll hit the sticks with it.
You can bring out a 300 time difference.
And it was just surreal when I got the notification that said you can download it now 3 days before it officially becomes available for the pre-orders. And I said, this is amazing. I am downloading college football, and this is all I want tonight. I don't even have to play this shit. I don't even want to play it. I just want to look at the screen and just look at this manga, and it was amazing.
Brother.
So I'll just watch the video.
Yeah. And then I hit, what was it, Monday? The July 15th. I hit start, and I was glad that I waited till after work, because motherfuckers that took the day off, I was like, yeah, see, them servers. Y'all got served by them servers. You can't log in. And legitimate, you couldn't log in. The loading screen was up for people for like an hour.
Everyone was playing all at the same time.
Yeah, everybody just did not know what to do.
Yep.
Except me, I went in with a plan. I said all I'm doing is I'm putting the Miami Hurricanes up on my loading screen, running in with my dynasty, and I'm fixing this godforsaken mistake of all these conferences and getting them to equate to what real football looks like. And then I'm going to do one option, and I'm turning the game off immediately. And that's exactly what I did. And I told Giannis, I said, this is greatness, and you will learn about real recruiting this week. You want to know about the recruiting shit?
Sure.
This shit is amazing. Every single week, you can change up what you want to do for your pitches. You can throw the house at the top recruits. You go half in, and when you throw the house, that means they're looking at social media posts. They're looking at what you like and what your interests are, what your goals
Do they
are
look
in
at
life.
DMs too?
Huh?
Do they look at DMs? and
Yeah,
shit?
yeah.
Wow.
What your interests are and what your aspirations are. Is this your main goal? Do you want to go to the next level? Are you using this level to get a college education? Are you the first to go to college in your family?
Wow.
Are you going with legacy and history? All that comes into play. Would you guys like to know my in-house pitch when it's time to get that shit going and I got to bring it home?
You gonna tell us anyway?
Yeah,
Come
you're
on.
damn right. Walk up in the house. These are my 5-star recruits. I don't do this for everybody. 5 stars, okay? You got to be somebody.
Sound like Sister Act 2.
Yeah, this is
I wanna be somebody.
That's the final one. Look here, son. You are a hell of a player. There's no doubting it. There's a reason why you're a blue chip. And I wouldn't be here. I don't waste my time for players that I don't see that could build on this community. And you got some great schools that want to add and they want to bring value into your life. And I respect them. But there's a difference between going to a great school and becoming a phenomenal player and coming here and being a mood shifter.
Nigga.
See, what I can guarantee you is you come to the Miami Hurricanes and you will bring fear into every household that is against us. See, here at Miami, we don't care to be liked. We care to be respected. And with respect, you bring fear. You bring domination. Okay? I can count how many great players are all over the country. But how many players can silence a crowd with one play? That's what we bring here at the U. Now it's up to you. I can't make the decision for you. But what I will say is, I am bringing back dominance. With that being said, join the Canes.
What? It's just a game.
Hurricane season.
It's in the game.
And with that being said, my first year I had the #1 recruiting class.
Damn.
8 blue chips. 14 4-stars.
Damn.
And the rest were 3 stars. I was like, you know what? I like 3 stars. I'm not obliged against them. I don't visit everybody's household. But them 3 stars are going to eventually bring the pain. Because they got something to prove to not only you, they got something to prove to me. And we whooping ass. That's all I do in college was whoop ass. But one thing I did have to learn and reprogram myself was I thought I could do the shit that I was doing when NCAA 14 was out. Mm-hmm. I thought I could stay up till 3 in the morning and do this shit.
Nope.
I did it the first time and I was like, man, this is great. Second time I did it, I woke up and I'm getting too old for this shit.
I got a son to raise.
Yeah, I got a son. I have a whole ass other human being I got to get to and be responsible for. So I have now made my weekly addition with this game is I strictly recruit during the week. And then on the weekends, I run a couple games. And then that's what it is.
Yeah.
See, when this game dropped, I swear to you, on my IG, there was 4 straight stories. You, Jason, and a few other people. All of it said the same shit. Don't bother me. I'm on vacation.
Yep.
This is real recruiting.
Yep.
Don't bother me. That's what it all said with the screen, with it on the screen. Nah, man, but the content this game has produced on like Instagram and Twitter and TikTok, it's hilarious.
It's incredible.
I'm seeing shit like motherfuckers break tackles for 50-yard touchdowns and shit. I was like, all right, man.
Yeah, this is by far this is an amazing game. And again, it's not a perfect game. There's things they got to clean up. But boy, they laid the groundwork for just man. I can't, man.
And they're actually trying for Madden this season too.
Apparently, we'll find out for sure when we play them because they do it every year. But they call it the Ben Simmons effect. Yeah, it looks good in the off. It looks good in the off season. Oh, and then it drops.
Yeah, and it's trash.
Yep.
Right. But because of this game, it looks like they're actually trying this season.
Man, look. You always just hate on fucking Madden, bro. It's all good.
We don't hate. Well, dude.
Like, you want to know something cool? You want to know something cool about Dynasty mode in college football? Your reputation goes up with where your graduates go in the draft.
Wow,
that makes sense.
So if I get a first round pick from my team, I get X amount of points extra to go utilize in recruiting.
Nah, because that's really how it is. Like in like actual watching college, like players will choose colleges based off of like where other players get drafted at. Right. So that makes all the sense in the world.
There's one portion in recruiting. You just can't recruit everybody. Right off the jump, some of the guys, some of the recruits, they just ban you off the list either because you're not close to the vicinity in terms of playing in front of their family at home. You're not a winning contender, so we're not even going to look at you. Or something that's even more realistic, how the hell am I going to get playing time as a true freshman when you have an All-American, a future All-American, and somebody who's coming in line? So that changes the whole step of recruiting too, where it's like, damn, I can really only go and navigate and make a game plan around these certain recruits. Like I have to really apply myself now.
That being said, though, I mean, you're the Hurricanes and freaking like some of the best college players or players in general come from Florida. So I mean, you do have that pool open to you.
Yeah.
You should have picked the California team. Just saying.
I ain't got no Pac-12. I ain't have time to.
There is no Pac-12.
Yeah, I had no time to. I just couldn't go through with it.
They got San Jose State in the game.
Yeah,
you could have turned them into somebody.
Hey, I don't got time for that, man. Like I said, I want mood changers. I don't need mood changers now.
I need mood change. Yeah.
Mood shifters.
Mood shifters,
I'm
mood
quoting
changers,
you.
mood shifters, mood changers. Meet the
Nah, I
moods,
get you.
nigga. I need it all. Yeah.
He said there's some mood music.
Yeah.
That's hilarious. Fuck. Well, I'm glad you're having fun with that shit.
Nah,
Yeah,
for real.
That's good. Giannis sits down, he watches me recruit, he hears everybody's, whatever team you pick as your home screen, you get their fight song and playing in the background and shit. Like,
Nice.
it's very, very good stuff. Motherfuckers got waves in the games.
Wow.
Like haircut.
Waves.
Haircut
Oh,
waves.
you mean
Like-
waves.
Yeah.
Like what Eminem could never get.
Yeah.
Okay, got you.
We'll get
Yeah.
to him. We'll
Yep.
get to him.
That's called foreshadowing.
I know, right? Fucking, when it comes to movies, Marvel is back.
Man, every time. Every single damn time.
Oh my God! Okay, it's happening. Everybody stay calm. What's the procedure, everyone? What's the procedure? Stay calm.
Y'all cried for nothing.
I mean, they were bitching and moaning about the shows and shit. They can't, I mean, this year was a good year for them. They had X-Men.
No. I'm saying y'all cried for nothing at the end of Endgame.
Oh, well, you know, depending on how you look at it. Because Tony Stark did die. Steve Rogers is still old. So, anyway, Deadpool and Wolverine. I saw that shit. I know you didn't see it, Martine.
Not yet, but I will.
And I will too, so don't spoil
I'm not
nothing.
gonna spoil nothing, but it was a really good movie. It was one of the best Deadpool movies. Fucking Hugh Jackman was born to play Wolverine. It was basically a swan song for the Fox Marvel universe.
Yeah.
That's the best way to look at it. Kind of like how how No Way Home was for Spider-Man. That's how it was for the Fox Marvel universe.
Okay.
Yeah, and it was funny. Like the opening sequence, that was the hardest I've ever laughed in a movie in a long time. Just for me, I thought it was fucking hilarious. It was good. It was pretty good, you know. However, it was also the same. It came out the same weekend as Comic-Con, and Jonathan Majors. He fumbled a bag.
Yep.
Because I was looking forward to the whole Kang shit, but after he was found guilty for that shit, they had to fire his black ass. I mean, he's probably getting a second chance in Tyler Perry movie. Oh, God. But Kevin Feige put his nuts on the table, and he announced 3 movies that they're working on. First one, Fantastic Four. They released the cast for it. Second one was Thunderbolts. They showed the cast, and after that, he was like, you know what? We got another announcement for 2 more movies that are coming out. And we're bringing back the Russo brothers. That's air the horns for that. Mm-hmm. Russo brothers were the one that did Winter Soldier, Civil War, Endgame, Infinity War, all the best Marvel movies they did. And they're going to be they restructured the 2 Marvel movies. I guess they're the big movies. It's going to be Doomsday, Avengers Doomsday. That's going to come out in 2026. And then Avengers Secret Wars. That comes out in 2027. And the big bad's going to be Doctor Doom. And who's going to play Doctor Doom? Robert Downey Jr.
The dude playing the dude of the other dude.
Yeah.
That was one of those, like, I didn't see that shit coming. That was a swerve. I was like, oh, shit. Because there was a rumor he was going to come back for it. But, yeah, he's back. I mean, when you see Deadpool and Wolverine, I kind of had a feeling they had something like that in store. Off of a specific cameo popped up. I ain't going to tell you who it was. But it was one of those, like, I saw it and I was just like, okay. Then I saw Robert Downey Jr. and I was like, oh, I know what's about to happen. But, yeah, and it's pretty split with the community, with the MCU. They think this is a bad idea. Other ones think this is a good idea. Y'all gonna see it anyway. So.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, they showed the trailer for, what's it called? Not Winter Soldier, but Black Nigga America.
Yep.
With Harrison Ford playing Red Hulk and shit.
Mm-hmm.
But
what?
He's gonna play what's his name, Commander Ross or President Ross now because the other actor died.
Oh, I'm in.
Huh?
I'm in.
Yep.
I call it Captain America 4.1.
He said, "You might be Captain America, but you ain't Steve Rogers." That's what he said in there. That's kind of say, "You might be Captain America, but you still a nickel."
Yep. That's exactly how I heard it too. That's exactly how I heard that
But
shit.
you still a nickel. You might be Captain America, but that's not a black job.
Oh my god.
It's a white job.
Take that damn flag off, boy.
Not the shield. Take that flag off. Take that mask off. I want to see what's under them achievements. Yeah, and I also saw a bad movie yesterday. You know how I am with movies that disrupt my intelligence. And M. Night Shyamalan, he done did it again with my black ass.
I don't know why you trusted him to go see it.
Because he was kind of hitting a good... his last few movies were pretty decent. Like, they were bad, but they were decent. This one was The Happening bad.
Oof.
Trap, with Josh Hartnett. He was in it. The acting was terrible.
Just give me a minute.
Huh?
Just give me a minute. They're hurting themselves. Just give me a minute.
Oh, yeah.
Somebody give me a goddamn minute.
Give me a goddamn minute. Oh, my God. The acting was terrible. The plot holes were terrible. And then when it gets to the third act, I realized that he's using this movie to showcase his daughter. His daughter's singing career. And honestly, I gotta give it up for M. Night Shyamalan because his daughter directed a movie earlier this year called The Watcher or The Strangers or what the fuck that shit was called. So his daughter directed that and he produced it. Then a few months later he drops a movie that presents his daughter. So it's, hey man, nepotism, whatever. Hey, fuck it. But the movie was terrible. It got to the point where I sank in my chair and I was like, this is just bad. I was looking around at everybody like, are y'all seeing this? Like, you know, I'm Kanye. Like, what the fuck are you saying, Kobe Bryant? Like, what the fuck is he saying? I'm looking around the theater like, y'all seeing this? This is bad. And it was bad. Oh my God, it was terrible. Just, ugh. But yeah, that's that.
That sounds terrible.
It was.
I still blame you for going to go see a movie. M. Night Shyamalan.
Yeah, I don't know what the hell you were thinking, bro.
Because when you see the trailers,
it doesn't matter.
No trailer. The trailer is supposed to get you to go there.
For
You're
real.
supposed to know the reality.
You fell for the bullshit.
Yeah.
this was worse than Tyler Perry's movie. This recent one.
That says a lot.
That says a lot for me. This is just for my opinion, people. Just my opinion. Because I looked on Letterboxd and you motherfuckers were giving this shit 3.5 stars and shit. Nigga, what?
What kind of shit is that?
No, that's a yuck. Yuck. Disgusting. Like, what did y'all see? Ugh, it wasn't even worth 1 star. That's how it gets half a star just for the premise, just for
Just for showing up.
Yeah. The premise was that it was a dude takes his daughter to a concert, and he realizes that in the concert, there's cops surrounding it, and he realizes that they're there because a serial killer is there, and the cops are there because it's a trap. But the twist is, the dad is the serial killer.
Of course.
So that's the premise. And they showed it in the trailer. So I was like, oh, okay. So, oh my God, fuck that movie. Anyway, music? Oh no, NBA. NBA's leaving TNT.
Yeah.
Yeah,
we kind of hinted at that.
Yeah, but they made it official. And even though they I guess Warner Brothers Discovery matched the deal. They told NBA we matched the deal, and NBA was like, no, the fuck it ain't. We're going to Amazon, bitch.
No.
So too late.
Too late. Bye.
That your motherfucker says you don't need us.
And also, Skip Bayless is gone. Woo-hoo!
That's the kind of hate that just doesn't... How is that in the year of hate, his hate for all these years still didn't prosper? And LeBron is still playing long after Skip Bayless had to relinquish his show.
And you know what?
His
second show.
It's fake, bro. You know what I mean?
He had to relinquish his second show. He had to relinquish First Take.
He was trash.
Now he had to
He
relinquish
was on
Undisputed.
How long was he on there?
8 years.
Only 8 years, not even a decade. Yikes.
He didn't even do shit, though. Like, seriously.
And then the last year, he was kind of saving face, basically rooting for LeBron because he realized it wasn't working.
And then you lost. And then you lost fucking Shannon Sharp. And then after that, like, you could tell the football, like, I guess, what's his name? Who was there? Richard Sherman and Keyshawn. Yeah. That wasn't working. They were tag team on your pause every damn week in NFL.
Nah, for real.
They were tag teaming
Paul
on.
Pierce was just there.
Because he didn't know basketball like that. They didn't know basketball like that. Like, he was fucked. And you know what was weird? Like, I guess this past Friday was his last day.
Yeah.
Nobody gave a fuck.
No.
Nobody. He didn't get no special treatment. This is my last day. No farewell episode. Nothing. It was like, peace, nigga.
Get gone.
Get gone. And now there's rumors they might make, what's his name?
Nick Wright.
Nick Wright, the face of FS1.
You lose one, and here comes another fucking idiot.
I like Nick Wright.
I like Nick Wright, man.
He's definitely more tolerable.
He's tolerable compared to Skip Bayless.
He's a funny
I
troll.
just can't get behind him.
That's how he talks, too.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. Like, I can't, dog. Like, his shit whack as fuck.
Because of his hatred for the Niners?
Nah, just in general. Like, and he's a LeBron fan, so I think that might have something to do with it.
He hated the Warriors.
That's cool. See, you're confusing me for JC.
I'm just saying, he's kind of he is a Chiefs fan. He's a hardcore Chiefs fan. Talks hella shit about Brock Purdy. Like, Brock Purdy, like, took his girl in high school or some shit.
Yeah, no, that whole shit dynamic is weird.
Like,
bro.
he's really on that, like, fuck Brock Purdy shit. Like, for whatever reason, it's like, bro. Like, he talks about him like he's a little nigga. Even though he breaks all these records, like, he still ain't shit. But, nah, him being the face of FS1, I could take that.
Yeah. It's not like I watch anyway, so.
Yeah, true.
And plus, I kind of like.
I'll give you that.
I kind of like
that. Made the most sense to me, JC. Thank you.
I kind of like his show though. The one with him in what's the show called? Not more or less. The one with
First
him.
Things First.
Yeah, First Things First.
Dude, I was watching that shit during the whole fucking playoff or NFL playoffs, whatever.
NFL season.
Yeah, and I forgot what the fuck it was called right now. Shit.
Yeah, First Things First. Yeah, that like I liked it. That shit was hilarious. And I love how the dynamic between all three of them. That's a great show.
Yeah.
But yeah, Undisputed is pretty much dead.
Yep.
Good riddance. Well, I kind of like Richard Sherman on there, so. Anyway. Oh well. Music.
Sure.
Marshall Mathers dropped his album, The Death of Slim Shady. LP, I guess.
Oh my God! Okay, it's happening. Everybody stay calm. What's the procedure, everyone? What's the procedure? Stay calm!
Before I'm the stand, you know I'm the biased one. Y'all have your take first.
Great album. Nostalgic.
Extremely.
Extremely nostalgic.
I liked it. I ain't gonna lie to you. Like, I'm not gonna give it a point system score or nothing like that, but I liked it.
Yeah, Houdini made sense as is with the music video.
Yeah.
Then you threw it in the context of the album, and it was like, this definitely makes a whole lot of sense.
Yep.
Like, again, I like records where the single is like pushed way back into the album on the track list, so that way you have to listen to get there. I still think it's crazy times where you have to put a disclaimer out there saying listen to the album in its order, so that way you can figure out what's going on. Yeah, because
there's like a whole...
Well, beyond that whole thing, beyond that, it's just the fact of having to do that is what JC is saying.
Yeah, because there sure aren't any disclaimers for movies
that say you need to watch this in original order or some shit like that.
Right.
Nigga, that shit was... No, because the album, well, for me, it had to take me a few listens, because I did love it at first listen. I just didn't like the last few tracks, but then when I really listened to it and get the whole grasp of the concept, I really liked this. This was vintage M.
Yeah.
This was really... If Music to Be Murdered By was vintage M, this was really like 2000 Eminem show era M. And this was who Slim Shady is. He's the one that literally just trolls and says controversial shit, immature shit, just to make you mad. And niggas were still mad.
That was the greatest part about that. Was listening to all the immaturity and being like, I got a son to raise, but this shit is still so fucking funny to me.
Nah, what was the song that really made you laugh?
What was it? Was it track 3?
What was it?
Read that off for me, please.
Oh, I don't just play it.
It just started off crazy. I just remember that.
Here, drink this. What is it? Shut up and drink it. No. It said drink it, bitch. The fuck are you trying to do? Get us canceled. Hey, yo. Fuck blind people. What? Deaf people suck. Stop. So do cripples. Dumb quadriplegic fuck.
I just remember laying in bed listening and
hey, fuck you, M.
And I immediately sent that song to the group chat, and I was like, this is the funniest damn thing I've heard all week. I can't stop laughing. Because it just came out, there was no rhyme or reason for him to do that.
It just came out of nowhere. It's just like, fuck blind people.
And then the funny thing about it was, somebody made a skit, and they said when when Eminem stans are looking forward to this album, but they're disabled.
Oh,
and they played that record, and it was some guy with Down syndrome. He's like, "Oh, fuck you, Eminem."
Nah, dog. That shit was funny as hell. But I feel like what was it? You call it the 3-man weave or whatever. Mm-hmm. I feel the good chunk of the album was from Evil, Lucifer, Antichrist. I call it 4-man weave, and Fuel with JID. And that was literally vintage. And even Bizarre showed up on Antichrist.
Oh yeah, that 4-man, we call that a Jason Terry.
Jason Terry, yeah. That was
you know why we call that Jason Terry, right, Martin?
Like,
nah.
That was the play where 3 Heat players touched the ball and then Norris Cole threw it up to LeBron.
Yeah.
And bammed on Jason Terry.
Yeah, okay.
Yep.
Nah, Brand New Dance was hilarious too. The Christopher Reeves.
It hit me halfway through.
Yeah.
The Christopher Reeve song was hilarious. I mean, it was fucked up because apparently that was a song that was supposed to be on Encore,
right.
But he died. And people are thinking, is this the actual song? Because he literally sounded like how he sounded on Encore. So
right.
It could track. But Fuel with JID, that is the shit. Like, I was shocked because at first they didn't show the features. All we knew was that Baby Tron and Big Sean was on it. Mm-hmm. They hid the features. So when you heard JID, I was like, oh my God. I'm not getting Kendrick, but JID? Oh my God, yes.
That's a nice consolation.
It was. Oh, yes, it was, man. But I feel M had probably arguably one of his best verses of his career. I actually feel is maybe verse of the year. So I'm just going to play this part right here because how he did this shit is so fucking... I don't know how he did it.
From Fuel?
And I've been waiting, baby.
How does he do that? How does he do that shit?
Wait, hold on a second.
He's elite.
Let me see if I'm understanding this, okay?
Uh-huh.
You're the Stan. And you don't understand how he did that?
It was a rhetorical question because
It didn't sound like one.
I just in shock.
Now you're saying you're in shock.
It's just wild.
I don't understand that shit.
Anyway, like I said, how does he do this? How does he able to just throw words at you like that?
Because he can fucking rap, dog.
That's just greatness.
It is.
That's just, don't ever disrespect that white boy is what I'm trying to say.
That's the difference between a rapper and a rapper. Like, legitimately, that's the difference. Mm-hmm. If you ever want to know what the difference is between a rapper and a rapper, the ones that we always come to this podcast and go to bat for and defend, they are... It's not just being a student of the culture. They study techniques.
Mm-hmm.
Not just a rapper, but a rapper's rapper.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yes.
They're when you incorporate... It's like studying a playbook.
Yep.
You don't just come off with one flow and, some bars here or there. Like, every single verse that you put has to coordinate and still sound different from the last one. Mm-hmm. And he's one of those ones.
One of the greatest, man. And, you also got Guilty Conscience, too. I thought Dre was going to be on there, but then...
Fuck. That shit was hard,
No,
bro.
but then when the album was flowing, I knew where we were going. I'm like, oh, so we getting M versus Slim. And just how... I liked it because he was so self-aware of himself, of all the shit. And he literally called out everything he said about the album. And I was going like... And I was telling people, if you're mad about what he's saying on this album, he's like, he needs to grow up, da-da-da-da-da. He's literally pointing it out to you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's literally pointing it out. Like, dude, you need to grow up. And then he kills Slim Shady, kind of.
Yeah, kind of.
And then you had Easy Mail and Head Honcho. And you were emotional with Temporary.
Yeah, again, this is different. This is a different experience for me. Growing up listening to Eminem albums for now 25 years. And this is my first Eminem album listening to as a parent.
Mm-hmm.
So those records dedicated to Haley always held special places in my heart because, you know, it's a father talking to his child. Mm-hmm. This one now is different because I know what that experience is like. Mm-hmm. And yeah, so now hearing Temporary from that out of the blue.
Yeah,
and
really
it's not just a song dedicated to Haley, it's a song to be played over and over once he's gone.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Like I share with people all the time, I have many roles in my life, and parenthood and being a father is the most important. And one of the reasons why it's the most important is because I need to do everything in my power to ensure that my son is prepared to go through life without me. Mm-hmm. And I pray every single day that is not for a long period of time, but tomorrow is never promised. And so I want to make sure that he is prepared to take on the world, whether I'm here physically or I'm around him spiritually. Mm-hmm. Right. And that joint hit so different at damn near 10 o'clock at night. After I'm putting him to bed.
Especially knowing now that Haley's like a grown woman now.
She's married. She's successful in her own right. By this album, this is how I found out she has her own podcast, which is a great title, like keeping it in the family. So he's, again, you just realize how much closer he is to his mortality. Yeah. You know, I say I've been a fan for 25 years. Mm-hmm. Well, 25 years ago, he was in his 20s. Yeah. Mm. You know what I mean? So
and even more, and he was less mature and shit. Now he's more mature because playing off that, Complex dropped a video where they used an AI Slim Shady, like a younger Eminem with the blonde hair, and he's pretty much having a conversation with his older self. Yeah. And as a fan, that was so good because he was literally pointing out everything that every fan has said about him. Like the funniest part in there, and he was like, it was Slim Shady goes like, when you said that, didn't you text me after that awfully hot coffee pot line or not? Yeah. And then M's like, yeah, I did. What did I tell you? That I wouldn't let you down. And Slim goes, well, I fucking lied to your bitch ass.
My only critique of that was they waited until weeks later for it to drop. I would have much rather preferred that would have dropped the night before the album dropped.
Or the day after.
Not the day after.
No. Leading into the album?
Because again, he killed Slim Shady, so that takes out the kind of the lore of it where it's like, okay, like, so does he come back from the dead on the next album? Like, yeah, well, I'm not mad at it if he does, but just the coordination, the ordering of it, because honestly, that would have been perfect going into the album.
One other thing, my only critique is that he mentioned Caitlyn Jenner a lot.
That was wild.
Even in the YouTube short.
Sir?
Yeah. Even if it was in character or not. It was like,
somebody did this.
He mentioned Bruce Jenner, Caitlyn Jenner. He mentioned them both, and it was just like, at first it was funny, but the more I kept listening, I'm like, you did mention her a lot. Then even in the fucking in the video, the YouTube shit, the Complex shit, he mentioned her like Slim Shady did, but it was
Bizarre's just like, fucking verse was just,
oh yeah, Megan, who was Megan Thee Stallion at? I want to suck that toe.
Somebody did this.
But yeah, this is funny shit because it's just like only this motherfucker and his camp could get away with shit like this. Mm-hmm. Yeah, like and nobody else can.
And in a way, like I was kind of confused when I got to Somebody Save Me because it was like M was in his coffin. It was like they said it was like an alternate timeline. But now that I look at the album, I'm listening to it in order and shit like that. Because in the end, he kills Slim Shady with Guilty Conscience, and it's pretty much M talking. I look at the last track as Slim Shady talking to Haley now. Because at the end of the day, Shady and Marshall are the same person. And at the end of the day, they both love Haley. They both love their family. And he realized, oh, shit, I fucked up. Mm-hmm. You know, and it kind of plays, if you play the album on loop, it goes right back to the very beginning. Because I could just visualize Shady's coffin lowering down with Eminem watching them bury it. And then, if you play the album in the beginning, you hear him spit on the tombstone, and it just begins again.
Like Tariq.
Yeah. No, but then Eminem fans had this theory that if you play the album backwards, it's Slim Shady killing Eminem.
It sounds good in theory, and then I heard a bunch of people test it out, and they were like,
no, it's not. It's not. And
doing too
also,
much.
M kind of killed it too on this disclaimer on the Complex shit.
Right.
And if it's just like, and I said, I know how M mixes albums. If it was meant to play that way, he would have left a lot more clues because you know his albums are very cinematic. So it is what it is. But I love this album.
This is a great album, man.
Also, shout out to my boy Graham. I was on his Public Enemies podcast. We went down the whole history of Shady Records. By the time this podcast comes out, that shit will probably drop at the same time. So watch that too. Listen to that. Public Enemy. Shout out to Graham.
Yes, sir.
You know. But yeah, man, I was happy. I'm like, dude, I got Kendrick destroying Drake. I have Eminem dropping a classic album that I could put in his fucking, his catalog. I'm having a good year, man.
Yeah.
Shit.
Y'all want to know an album that completely shocked the hell out of me?
What album?
What's that?
JT, City Cinderella.
I heard a lot of good things about that.
I was pleasantly shocked to listen, and I was like, this shit sounds like the Recession Jeezy.
The Recession Jeezy?
Yeah.
Really?
The first track, I'm like, this don't sound like a City Girls album.
And I've been waiting, baby.
Still the same bitch, ain't shit changed. Damn, I miss my dogs. Damn, I miss the game.
I'm like, what the fuck is this?
Shit changed.
And turned this shit up all the way, and I was like, damn. Okay. So I was like, all right, first track, like, okay, she caught something. Let's see what else is going on. And then Brick Talk happened.
She low-key carried the album by herself.
Now I understand what you mean by Jeezy.
Yeah.
It's funny too, because I was just listening to TM101.
Oh, welcome back.
Yeah.
Welcome back.
She carried the album by herself. Wow. She only had like a few features.
Yeah. And
Jeezy's-
Khaled's on there. Obviously, Khaled's not rapping.
Of course. I see Jeezy's on the last track.
Yeah.
That's the remix, right?
Yeah, it's the
Yeah.
remix. So it's basically like a
Okay.
bonus track.
Yeah.
I see Stunner Girls on Lemon Pepper. That's, yeah.
Good for her.
But this the one that,
Still not a fan.
again, this when I talk about obviously not relating to the femcs because they're not speaking to me.
Yeah.
Still doesn't mean that I don't want to hear it out in public.
Oh
Yeah.
no.
This DOD, I want to hear Labor Day weekend.
I heard about that song.
I heard about this record.
Yeah, I want to see what this does Labor Day weekend.
That sample.
Okay, I want to listen to this.
Ain't that ASAP Rocky shit?
Maybe.
That's the hot tour.
Calm down.
Hey man, that bitch got like a whole franchise without even doing all that.
Bro, this is track 5.
Okay, I gotta listen to this.
Like,
now.
That sounds like good placement for track 5.
Yeah. Yeah.
She really,
I ain't heard, man.
That sample go crazy
it
though.
really
Man.
does.
Yeah. Just
Yeah,
on,
you-
like
you
on
were telling
some
me
rap
to listen
shit. You know
to
what I
it.
mean? Like that sample go crazy.
Hey, you were telling me to listen to that shit for a good minute. Okay, I'm gonna make a beeline to listen to that shit.
All of a sudden.
Shut up.
And I respect and I appreciate her marketing around this project. She could have easily marketed herself as this is, try to go the City Girls route and try to book these arenas, try to just do everything extravagant. She was booking 5,000 seat venues. She was basically saying like, yeah, that's City Girls, still buy into it, but at the same time, I'm me, and I now have to reintroduce myself as to who I am as a solo artist. And I saw she was getting killed for it all over social media because they're like, you should be selling out arenas. And it's like, well, she could book these arenas, but then how many of them are going to get canceled because she's not selling to the amount? Because you got to remember, when you're bringing the factor in a group, half of the group is strictly there's a third. A third is for you, a third is for your group mate, and then the other third is for you together. So you've already lost 2/3.
Yeah.
Just off the fact that Miami's not involved with this.
And even if it's not 2/3, it's a big chunk regardless.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So for her to humble herself and say I'm gonna just do these 5,000 seat venues. I'm gonna do some club pop ups. I'm gonna perform and just a great get it out the mud marketing.
That's what's up.
It really makes me wonder what Jeezy's role is on this besides lending her a feature. Because again, these tracks I put in the group chat. It's like this shit sounds like Toomp and Drummer Boy.
If I'm not mistaken, he actually was heavily into like the creation of this album.
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken, I could be wrong, but I think it was like an A&R type shit.
I'll have to look it up. But yeah, no, you could definitely, those beats, I was like, bro, this is Recession.
I'm all just based off of what you played. Yeah.
And it wasn't even like that is no slight, that is no shade at all. It was a nice feeling to listen to those tracks and be like, damn, there's a woman's perspective now on this shit. Like, hold up, let me tune into this, see what she got to say.
Right.
The album's 16 tracks, but it's, I think, 40 minutes?
Oh, nice.
So
that's not bad. That's right in pocket.
It's a nice blend of 2.5 to 3 minute tracks.
Yeah.
It's not like you get those quick 90-second to 120-second tracks. You know what I mean?
So they're actually like 2 to 3 minutes at least, like in that range.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
And she gets in the pocket, gets out, and it's like on to the next one. There's obviously some tracks that are more catered to the women than the men, but then even those tracks, it's like stick around and see what she has to say because she's talking. I appreciate this project. It's a good project, especially following the Meg project. Like that's a nice.
Right.
That's a nice. It's a nice stack of albums building in the FemC community, especially.
That's what's up.
Because again, in the past, I've always been on. I'm like, yeah, it's a good project. It's just not for me, and like I'm, But shouts out to it. Those past two albums, I'm like, I'm revisiting. I like them.
Well, to stay in the FemC, Ice Spice.
I did not listen to this.
I did.
Nope.
I know you didn't. Yeah, Y2K was her official debut album. And I'm not mad at this album. At all. For her sake, I'm not mad at it. She's rapping the same way. The beats are still popping like how they are. She got features from Travis Scott, Gunna, and Central C and shit. But I'm not mad at it. It was pretty decent.
Okay.
I liked it. Even though everyone else is like roasting it and shit like that, she's improved a lot as an artist, in my opinion. Like little by little, but like her stage presence got better, interview skills got better. Like her team is A1.
She does have an A1 marketing team.
Yes.
PNR marketing, like all that.
All that.
Yeah.
And she listens. Like she listens and she wants to get better, and she showed a little bit of improvement.
To think where she was 2 years ago to where she is now. Mm-hmm. Again, you could get the credit can go to the entire team, but like you said, the team can only do so much if you're not willing to listen. She's willing to listen and put the work in. I will give her that. I'll give her that credit.
And her stage presence got better. Like, I know everyone else is dissing it. I'm not going to go out the way to defend it. I'm just not mad at it. It's cool.
That's enough for me to press play eventually.
Yeah, exactly. It's one of those.
I'm not going to say that her stage presence got better per se.
It improved.
But, or maybe it did. You're right. But like, dog, if you... If you saw the clips of her actually performing, she has that look on her face like she just really don't want to be twerking her ass all the damn time anymore. Like she's getting tired of it.
Oh yeah, obviously I saw that video. Yeah,
it wasn't just, but that's the thing though. It wasn't just one video.
Yeah.
Like
it sounds like she's going through the motions and shit.
Yeah,
because it's nonstop for her. So she's probably going to take a break, probably do little features here and there. But hey, man, I'm saying I didn't mind this. I was like, it's cool. This was a good album.
Nice.
Muttered on a beat, hope. Mustard dropped his album. Faith of a Mustard Seed. That's the album I wasn't mad at.
I was cool with it. I knew what I was expecting going into the Mustard album.
This is one of my favorite tracks. With Schoolboy and Vince Staples.
Easy.
Pressured Up.
Real crippin'.
Even coming off both their albums, this was like the perfect balance.
Which is great because they weren't on each other's albums, so it's always nice to hear. See, I would like a nice collab project from them.
Oh my God! Okay, it's happening. Everybody stay calm. What's the procedure, everyone? What's the procedure? Stay calm!
Y'all got it.
And that's where it stops.
Nah, man, this was pretty good. Like to me, the album kind of sounded a little bit cinematic. It sounded like a coming of age hood movie. That's how I got from it. Just how it flowed, and shit like that. Yeah. Even towards the ending with "Pray for Me,"
like even with it starting with a Kirk Franklin feature. You know what I mean? Like just that whole intro. I get you. Yeah, that makes sense.
It was good. Like it had its moments. Like I love Parking Lot. 7 to 7 was good. A Song for My Mom with Charlie Wilson, Pasego, Ty Dolla $ign. The Roddy Ricch record, Truth Is, that was a good record.
Yeah, no, it really was.
And Ghetto with Young Thug and Lil Durk.
That's a good one. Good ass record.
That was a great record. He improved. Mustard improved greatly as a producer. He's even rapping on this shit too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
With Pray for Me
was a good track.
Yeah, it really is. Especially how he goes through his whole history and shit. How he thanks everyone, including Kendrick. And some people were mad that Kendrick wasn't on the album. And he's like, why was Kendrick should have gave him a fucking lookout? I'm like, what?
He did give him a lookout. He's got the produced #1 track of the fucking year.
And not only that, that's his first #1.
Yeah, I know.
The fuck?
I know.
This is people stupid, people just project because they went into it. I saw a bunch of people saying, we know why 7-7 ain't got no features. Kendrick's on there. And it's like, who the fuck told you this?
Because they just assumed it.
Right. So when they
did.
When they don't get what they want, they then turn on them and they present it like it's their fault that they didn't do something that they made up in their minds.
Yeah, nah, for real.
And they feel like Kendrick. Again, people are still just looking at Kendrick a certain way, and it's mostly Drake fans, but we get to that in a bit. But
that's my thing too. It's like, he should have gave him a look. He did. He was the opener before Kendrick at the pop out.
Yeah,
he had his whole set.
You feel me?
Yeah, I know.
There was 3 people who had a set at the pop out.
Yeah.
And he brought
one of which was Mustard.
And he brought Mustard on stage with him.
He was the first one to come out on stage.
He was in the video with him for the second verse.
Fucking video.
He's literally in the car with. He's like side by side with him the entire damn video. At Tamsburg, yes.
I know. It's just these people on Twitter they be projecting themselves on. I don't know. It's mostly like Drake.
See, this is what again. This is the. How do I explain this? There's a difference between the hip hop fans and the rap board, the Billboard chart fans. Mm-hmm. Because I remember growing up in a day and age where you could see 2 rappers. I think the most familiar one that I was used to back like modern day, it was OT, Genesis, and Nipsey. Mm-hmm. They were never on each other's projects.
Yeah,
but they were always around each other. They were legit homeboys.
Yep.
Like they were both dating 2 women who were close friends with each other. Yeah. And so they were they were cool.
Yeah.
But that's how it was. Like, just because they were cool didn't mean they needed to go into the studio and do records with each other. They were cool. Mm-hmm. Seeing them together in real life was just as dope as hearing them on a song together.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Like, there's so many times where Tupac and Quick were never on tracks together. You know, officially, like for official releases.
Bruh, I mean, and not to cut you off, or not mean to, but like, even Dre.
Yeah.
Like, how many songs does he have with Pac?
Right. This is the one.
Just the one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's just annoying and shit. We're going to get back to the whole Kendrick and all that situation in a bit, but Childish Gambino dropped his last album.
I missed this one.
Bando Stone.
I heard this, obviously I heard the single, and I talked about the last episode, but there's so much dropped, and then it's hot.
Yeah.
My patience is very low.
Bando Stone, and it's a soundtrack for this short movie they got coming out called Bando Stone in the New World. I mean, it's a typical Gambino album. Flo Milli's on there. Chloe's on there. JoJo Smith. This one song called Lithonia. I know you heard about that. It's like, what's it called?
That was a single.
Yeah.
That was when I brought it.
Y'all haven't seen the video for it, huh?
Nope.
You want me to tell you about it, or you want to watch it?
Nah, tell me.
You can tell me. It's up now.
It's a fucking video, bro. It's not like it's, Deadpool and Wolverine. Kind of a difference there, buddy.
Okay. This is one of these videos I like sending to people. I might as well just tell y'all. So it's a short video. The song's kind of short, but I had a feeling because he sent it only to his fans. He texted to his fans. I didn't get it. He's like, oh, send it to your friends, right? But don't upload it. So the video is just him performing the song, right? But in the video, you see his bandmates and what's his name? His producer's in it too. And this other dude, I remember from Hereditary, Alex Wolff, he was on drums, and I'm looking like, why is he there? I'm like, is something about to happen? I didn't really think about it, but then something just kept building, and he's singing a song. The band members are their eyes are getting bigger, and they're getting sweaty and shit like that. And then in the middle, and then there's this white chick just like sitting there watching them. And then in the middle of the song, out of nowhere, Childish Gambino, like, Donald Glover's eyes just bulge out, blood and shit. He goes, ah! It's just like a jump scare. And I'm like, what the fuck? Right? And it comes out of nowhere, and then he becomes like a zombie. He's like, ah! And then she starts screaming, and then she starts running. He chases her, and then it goes black. And that's the end of the video.
I think it has something to do with the movie.
No, it's not in the movie.
Is the movie already out?
No.
How do you know it's not in the movies?
Because it was just
that's the premise of the movie, kind of. Have you seen the trailer for the movie?
I saw the trailer. Yes.
That the sounds of it. Again, I'm not saying it's in it. If the movie's not out, I don't know. But from the sounds of it, that kind of sounds like it has something similar to do with the movie.
Knowing him, it probably doesn't. He just want to keep you on your toes.
I wouldn't be surprised if there was a dream sequence in the movie.
I don't know, but
because he's a lead singer. His character's the lead singer.
The lead singer,
and it's like the apocalypse.
It's like, but it was just so random, and I was so mad because I was watching it. Like I was like, oh yeah, he dropped it. Let me watch it, right? And I literally jumped. I was like, motherfucker! I got so mad. I sent it to my friends. I was like, I hit up my homegirl. I was like,
you see that?
Listen,
he sent it to his friends.
Yeah.
Did you get it?
Nope.
Did I get it?
Nope.
No, because I knew you were going to be with Giannis, and I didn't want to do that to you.
Okay.
And
I have headphones. He sleeps.
So then that just leaves me out. That's cool. All right.
No, but I wanted to scare certain people. I didn't want to scare y'all because I love y'all. I wanted to scare other people. So I hit up my homegirl like, you got.
I like thrills.
Huh?
I like thrills. I like roller coasters.
Anyway,
I like out of body experiences.
I love scary movies.
Anyway, I said my homegirl.
Asshole.
I see dead people. No, but my homegirl, I said it to my homegirl. I was like, you got YouTube on your TV? She's like, yeah. Yeah, look up this video. She's like, why? Just watch it. And then she called me like, why the fuck you do that to me? Yeah, watch it with your boyfriend when he gets home. I was mad. Someone had to suffer.
Speaking of, side note, speaking of I see dead people, you know the video reels on social media where it's like, you can't summon an entire generation just playing one song, and then it's like millennials when they hear this song or that song. Whatever generation Giannis is, you could definitely summon him by playing Not Like Us.
Oh, shit.
So I got a funny ass story real quick.
Go for it.
It was one of those evenings where I needed to wake him up before he hit a certain time frame of late night napping. Otherwise, he was going to stay up late.
Yeah.
So I was trying for 15 minutes, and I had no luck. So I said, you know what? I'm going to try some. I'm going to test this out and see. So he's dead asleep in his crib, and I just put, I see dead people. And immediately he cocks up, rolls up, looks at the crib, and is just looking around. And then as soon as the beat drops, it's... And then he looks at me, da! And like, pick me up. I want to get up. And I was like, all right, now we figured out the rules of the trade. Whenever I need to wake you up.
Loophole.
Yep.
That song, again, it's spiritual. Like,
I've been telling you that shit.
Nigga, they played the record at Kamala Harris's presidential rally in Atlanta, and everyone sang the damn song.
Nah, that was the crazy part. Everybody singing it word for word.
Yeah. There's records that are like good crack, and then there's this. Well, for years, I kept trying to tell Busby about the experience known as March Madness.
Yeah.
He just didn't understand until recently. This one, yeah. Amazing.
This is different. When you got church doing church songs, like remix versions at church.
We are the new breed.
You know.
They not like us. They not like us.
It's one thing hearing it at the clubs, but when you're hearing it at presidential rallies, when presidential candidates are using the lyrics to get at other presidential candidates.
Just political figures in general.
Yes.
Wasn't the now governor or the mayor of Baltimore?
Yes.
He came out to that.
Oh, yep.
Yes. This is when people try to downplay this record. I'm like, no, there's no downplaying this. This is out of Kendrick's control. Like, when Kendrick made it, he made it just to get at Drake.
Yeah.
He was probably thinking, you know what, this is just going to be for the West Coast, whatever. Even when he made All Right, he didn't think it was going to be like the fucking...
Oh, hell no.
The song for the civil rights movement.
Right.
Yeah, nah.
He was just making music. But when you know you made something and it just transcends, it's out of control. that's why this is weird for Drake, because it's like, how can you move like, it's like, this song is just like, it's like the Ghost of Death or something. Like, I can't, it's not the Ghost of Death. It's just, this is
That's
wild.
why people are like, I'm tired of it. And I was like, man, I just can't wait until football incorporates some of this stuff.
I can't wait till Halloween.
Like, I can't wait till, I can't wait to recognize the first touchdown where somebody takes the ball and is doing the money dance. In the end zone.
Oh, yep.
And yeah, bro, like, that song is on a whole other level, man. I've never seen no shit like this.
Or somebody flipping up their jersey with a shirt. They not like us.
They not like us.
This is about to go on. You think it's bad now?
It's gonna hit a whole other ceiling right now.
I mean, I know we've talked about it a billion times, right? But even like when the HBCUs get a hold of it, you know what I mean? Because it's coming.
Yeah.
It's coming. It's right around the corner.
It's getting there.
There's going to be a homecoming every single week.
And they already want to play that damn record.
Yeah.
They've been practicing that shit.
Yeah.
We've seen practices online. Like,
and it's perfect.
Oh, my God. And not only from them, but we've also seen it like from like street jazz incorporated. You know what I mean? Like, it's just... It's crazy, dog. This shit literally is hitting every fucking avenue.
It's out of his hands. It's out of Kendrick's hands. Once you make it, like what did Tupac say at the end of More Than Man? It's not just me, it's my dead homies talking for us. Mm-hmm. That's pretty much what it is, man. They not like us. Certified lover boys, certified pedophiles. What? Like, and that's on Drake's head. He has to live with that. His son has to hear that in Toronto. Well, if you want to go to Toronto, don't tour there. If you're associated with Drake, if you're associated with Kendrick, because Schoolboy Q had a sold out show in Toronto at a certain what's it called? At a certain venue or whatever that Drake designed, and it was legit sold out. And literally the day before Schoolboy Q, well, I think the day of they were going to perform, the show got canceled. Schoolboy Q couldn't go. He wasn't allowed in Canada. And we all knew it was because of Drake.
Yep.
And then, oh yeah, we didn't mention what happened with Rick Ross a few weeks before when he got, when he was playing the record and Devil, what's it called?
But that's more on Ross than.
Yeah,
but see, that's the thing. It's not even on Ross. His DJ played the fucking record, bruh. And not only that, but his DJ is known for playing the fucking record. Mm-hmm. So... I personally, I can't even put that on Ross.
I can, because people recognize shit. Ross more than they do the DJ, and you gotta be like, yo,
you're right.
We get in, we get out.
But maybe he didn't set the ground rules, and maybe at that point you can actually fault him for that. Mm-hmm. But like I said, his DJ plays that shit, from what my understanding, at every event that he DJs for. You know what I'm saying? So that was just another one in his eyes. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
Is what it is. Leads to Rick Ross getting socked in the face, and then after that, crawling out the back door.
Yep.
Pretty much.
That was his...
No, his bodyguard got mollywopped.
Yeah. But, and also, Sir had a show. He was going to have a show, and that was sold out. That got canceled in Toronto.
Yeah.
Jana Alco, she had a show in Toronto. That got canceled.
Mm-hmm. That's crazy. That one is crazy.
I'm telling you, Drake is acting like a big weenie.
Hey, but shout out to DJ Scheme.
Why? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because he actually got that venue. And I think Ski Mask was performing. Mm-hmm. But he had like his own little set, before Ski Mask came out. And he played Not Like Us, recorded the whole shit in that same fucking venue. Mm-hmm. The one that Schoolboy Q and Sir and Janae Aiko got their shit canceled. Mm-hmm. So shout out to
and
DJ
apparently
Scheme.
he was associated with Triple X.
Yeah.
And
so there was some, tension there.
That shit. And I was going to say, I'm like, Drake, you acting like a weenie, because when OVO artists want to fucking tour in LA or they want to party in LA, it might be spooky for them when they come out here, because you want to keep playing these stupid games. That's what Schoolboy said. When someone gets hurt, don't cry.
You play stupid games, you win stupid prizes.
And it's funny, on the Joe Budden podcast, I guess they revealed that I think Joe or Mark Lemmert was on there. Mark Lambert Hill was on there, and he was saying, like, they're just more mad that, what did he say? They're just more mad that they're calling us pedophiles, and that's the worst thing you can say about somebody. They're not mad that they lost. They're just mad that they're being called pedophiles.
Didn't Drake refer to himself as a pedophile first in this whole thing?
As Tupac, though.
Yeah, so
Still.
He said, tell him, bring it up. Okay, so I brought it up. So why are you crying about it now?
And also,
you're the one that introduced pedophilia into this.
For real.
And you
he
also
really did.
And you also brought up his wife after Kendrick warned you not to do it. And it was
That's what
also,
I'm saying. You can't.
But beyond
you just
that,
can't be a victim when you're the one who brought all this stuff into the situation.
Yeah.
And you know, even more so than that, bro. Drop. He did.
You were antagonizing him throughout the entire shit.
And he dropped.
And he kept
on
dropping.
your fucking head.
Literally.
And he dropped again.
And again. And again.
And then changed the entire... That shit just still... It's still... He changed everybody's mood.
Sometimes I want to go
on Friday, May 3rd. Everybody's mood just changed.
I wish I could relive that.
I was thinking about that.
I do too.
I wish I could. No, I just want to relive that whole day, waking up to your text message saying this nigga Kendrick different with 616 in L. With 616 in LA drop. You text me. This nigga Kendrick is different. I wish I could wake up and relive that whole day, talking to you, talking to Martine, talking to Lamar, going to work, staying on Twitter. You texting me, Drake dropped. Watching the video, arguing with my mom, my phone vibrating, looking at the phone, seeing Lamar's text, it's over. And then staring at the wall, getting ready to go out, didn't want to go out, called up Martine for like 2 hours.
Nah, for real.
Shit. Then you called me at 2 a.m, like...
He couldn't sleep. He was being haunted.
That was a moment...
I remember so many moments in hip-hop, but that was a... Every other moment was based on, okay, cool, I'm actually living something that my older friends or my older cousins, they got to experience, and now it's my turn to experience, different players, different game. This was some shit that every hip-hop fan lived for the very first time. I've never seen anything like this before.
This shit was different.
A motherfucker drops in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
His op drops, which is supposed to be the
nuke, the red
nuke.
button.
And then within an hour, it's like, that's cute. Here. Let me give you a therapy session.
And he's still feeling it. And now, Drake is 0 for 7 with records. I'm counting. I said on Twitter, because academics going like, he's going to go number 1 again, da-da-da-da. And I said, he's not going to go number 1 for the rest of the year. He's not going to break Michael's record. He's not going to go number 1. As long as Not Like Us is getting play, as long as Kendrick is out, you will not go number 1. And as of right now, nothing is sticking. He's 0 for 7.
What has he dropped so far?
Wagwan Delilah.
But before that, there was a record, wasn't there?
No.
That was the first. That was the first one?
Sexy Red was the first one.
Yeah.
The Sexy Red record, that didn't go nowhere. The Wagwan Delilah, that didn't go nowhere. There's 2 Camila Cabello records.
Right.
Those didn't go nowhere.
Right.
Then he dropped the the record with Lil Yachty that they leaked out and shit like that.
Oh, okay, yeah. That one you can't really count.
I'm counting because
it's not an official one, so I can't even chart anyways.
I know, but it didn't make no noise.
But it can't, regardless of even if it does make any noise, it can't. No matter what, go to
there's
number
no
1.
way
It's
it can
not
even
possible.
affect Michael Jackson's record. Because
I get it.
That's more than.
But
anything.
the point I'm trying to say, it ain't hitting. Then he dropped those 2 records with Gordo, which were pretty decent, but they didn't chart. They're not going to chart, and they're going to disappear. So he's 0 for 7. And apparently he got a record with Cash Cobain that's going to come out or whatever. And
of course he does.
He was at Party, and this past Friday, as we were recording, he was at Party Next Door's Toronto stop, ironically. And he literally hijacked the whole show and was doing like all his deep R&B cuts. And then announced that him and Party Next Door are doing a collab album that's going to drop this year.
At least Party gets to be a part of his own records again.
For real.
I laugh. I'm like,
and that's what I was about to say too. You said he was doing deep cuts. What if he was doing Party records?
Yeah, he performed.
You know what I'm saying?
Right?
Like, because we don't know.
He performed Wagwan Delilah.
Yeah, I saw that.
I was like,
that feels stupid.
And then his spokesperson Lil Yachty was doing interviews with Andrew Schwartz on the Fragrant one or whatever, and he was all going like, Drake didn't care. He's not minding none of this. He don't care about the beef like that. Like everyone's just mad at him and and pretty much everyone collectively told Yachty to shut the fuck up.
I'm so sick of Yachty, bro.
Like you're your own artist,
Stop
bro.
Stop speaking for other men.
Stop speaking for
him. That Stop it.
Like, why do you feel you gotta stick up for dude? Like, that don't even make any sense. Even if he's your boy, like, that's crazy.
Your BFF. That's what he calls him, his brother. He calls him his brother and shit. He feels he has to speak for him.
That's fucking stupid. Let him speak for himself and stop being a little bitch. That's just my opinion. Yeah, then personally.
I mean, he acts like one, talks like one.
And I know, JC, you don't like to refer to other men whom you don't know as bitches.
Ass niggas.
Either or.
Yeah, but what I will say is, I didn't say it at the time, but what I will meet you in the middle is, I can say that they are exploring and exhibiting bitch-ass tendencies and activities.
Okay.
They are.
But what I'm going to say is, though, is like, bro, like, if you get into some shit, I ain't going to speak on your behalf.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm going to wait for you to fucking, I'll be like, hey, bro, you got to say, you know what I mean? Get up in your ear. But I ain't going to be like, oh, yeah, so JC, you know, he's doing fine. I'm like, no, dog. Like, what you got to say is what you got to fucking say.
Right.
And he keeps digging a hole.
And I can't say it for you.
And he keeps,
you know what I mean?
Digging a hole bigger for him.
Like, everything is just coming to fruition in terms of what Kendrick was saying.
Y'all don't give you no swag neither. I don't give a fuck.
I mean, the fact that it was was it Mr. Too Hot, Mr. Hot?
Who?
The one that they sampled?
Yeah.
What's his name?
I think it's, you're right, Mr. Too Hot.
Yeah, Mr. Too Hot. I mean, just the simple fact where he's like, hey, I just don't want you guys to use this because of my
religious,
my faith and my religious views. And they go, oh, okay, and they still pop it up. I mean, it's like, you lied about religious views.
You lied about religious views.
Damn.
Because if that matters to you, you wouldn't have done that.
You wouldn't have. Yeah. You wouldn't have leaked it. You would have respected it.
And I know the whole thing is like, well, Yachty leaked it. And, you know, how are you holding Drake responsible? It's like, okay, well, on the flip side, Yachty's speaking for Drake.
Still speaking
that's
for
true.
him.
Yeah.
Like him and Academics. They're both speaking for him.
Right, so anything that Academics or Yachty drops, or Kai Cenat drops, and to an extent, Kai Cenat, I mean, he's playing it off of their behest. But anybody who is, I don't even say Kai's affiliated, because Kai went out to a give back to Compton with Kendrick. I'm just saying he's a middleman. He's somebody that was contacted to play it on their behalf. Mm-hmm. So what I'm saying is that even if you're not in the inner circle, if you're contacted by them, you're just as responsible because it came out through you as the quote unquote spokesperson.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and Drake just always stays silent. He's not doing interviews or anything. He's letting other men speak for him, which is what he's been doing.
Here's the thing I've learned. Well, especially over the course of the past year in my personal life. Mm-hmm. Plausible deniability. Practice plausible deniability. See, everything that people have bitched and complained about when it came to Kendrick has always been something that Kendrick himself has never publicly said he was associated with, he was going to do, or what he is going to do. So their complaints are based off projecting. Whereas Drake, there's no plausible deniability because he keeps going on social media. He keeps having people in his inner circle speak for him. He keeps doing stuff that keeps giving credence to what Kendrick has said about him more life. Mm-hmm. He's not practicing plausible deniability at all. There's no existence for it. So anything that does look off and is projected in a way to the world that just is seemingly, what the hell is this? Mm-hmm. You very well can attach it to Drake because there's no way to say, oh, well, I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt that he wouldn't do this.
And that's why I like when DJ Head, if you go back to DJ Head, people look at some Drake fans look at him as Kendrick's spokesman. And I'm like, no, Head has always said, I don't speak for him. I'm speaking for myself.
Right.
He says that all the time. I'm speaking for myself. I talk to him, but that's privately between him. He can speak for himself.
And that's just being on code.
Yes.
Like, that's just how it is.
All of Kendrick's friends say the same shit. I don't speak for him. You got to let him speak for himself. I'm just saying how I feel.
How many times have I come on this podcast and prefaced anything I say about Devontae and be like, I haven't spoken to that guy in a while?
Yeah.
How many times I come on here and say, I'm not speaking for him, you know what I'm saying, but this quarterback situation, from my perspective, this don't look good, I haven't spoken to him, but this is when he was still with the Packers, but things, from the way things are boiling over within the league, you kind of hear these rumors going. I always preface that because for someone that you have love for, that you care for, that you know what I'm saying, is you treat like family, you give them the respect like family.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's another thing too, is like, for example, right, and I don't want to dig too deep into it, but when, the shit that you were going through during the cancellation with you had, just recently let out, right?
Right.
We never said not one word about it,
right.
me and Busby, right? And every episode that passed, you would always say, "Hey, you know what? Thanks for it." And I'm like, that ain't shit to me, bro. Like that's not my shit to get off.
Yeah, that's not my.
You know what I mean? Like, at all.
Yeah, that's you. That's your situation.
That's you, and that's literally the way it's gotta be.
And that's the other thing. It's the age difference. It's because Yachty's in his mid-20s. Drake is pushing 40. And he's letting the fucking 20-year-old speak for him, and he's literally manipulating. That's the other dirty part about it.
That's the thing too, because from Drake is 86, born 86. Kendrick is 87. There's like a 10-month, 9 or 10 month gap between them. But then something that always sticks out to me is in 616 when Kendrick says,
"Let me pull you some games. I can see you, my little homie."
Yeah, you're my little homie. This is exactly how anybody that tries to say, "Oh no, he's wrong for that," well, again, he's giving more credence because as many times as he's coming out and trying to show that he doesn't give a damn about what's going on, every single post he's put out, it clearly shows this is getting to him without saying so many words.
For sure.
And then on top of that, I would be pulling people in like, stop talking, don't say anything. But he's not, because he wants that message out there.
Yeah, he wants to show that he's still strong. He wants to send that message that he's not scared. He's not cowering away. He's even prefaced. He even posted lyrics from "Not Like Us." He showed this improvising as Drake, like impersonating him, and he's like, "Sometimes you just gotta pop out." And I'm like, you're quoting the diss track. Like, shut the fuck up, dog.
Yeah, I mean, and again, there's still a humanity level to this. There are some avenues to this where I have empathy for him and I feel for him just as a human being, because it's like, damn, it didn't have to go down this route. How do you feel from one day you're egging on, trolling somebody to drop, and oh yeah, use this little tidbit about me, throw it in there, and then when they do it, now you have children all over it ain't even the country, all over the world.
Stranger danger.
Using this as a stranger danger, like from a humanity standpoint, that has to be eating at him. And to a degree, I feel for him. And again, from a humanity standpoint, you don't want anybody to do anything harmful to themselves or anybody around them. Mm-hmm. With that being said, you still can't negate the fact that he asked for it.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Two things can, again, like we always say, two things can be right at the same time. I can feel for him, I could have empathy for him from human to human, but from this rap shit, you asked for this.
Legit.
So that's where my you take the music equation out of it, I feel for him. You involve the music into it, there's no way I can feel for him.
Nope.
And that goes back to that video we watched from what's his name? FD the 3-hour video.
Oh yeah. Shout out to him.
Yeah, shout out.
Oh, FD Signifier.
There you go.
Yeah.
That 3-hour video where he deep dives into Drake and Kendrick and why Drake is literally not like us. It was a really great video. How he literally broke down a Drake fan. Pretty much said it so simply that you're a loser.
Yeah.
I understand you're making it a joke more than it should be, but it's actually got some credence to it. Mm-hmm. Like if you really break it down.
Hold up, I got I'm just gonna play the clip. It's 30 seconds, and
Drake is your favorite rapper. You're probably a loser, or at least like the most boring person that any of your friends know, and also possibly shitty and into underage girls and just like weirdo shit. Just keeping it real. If that's your favorite rapper, not like you like some Drake songs, not like he goes off in the club, but if you like connect with Drake, if he inspires you, you probably suck.
Yeah. So we've been saying for years.
He said it
that's not to diminish what his point is, because again, shouts out to him. That 3-hour clip, that was just an amazing body of work put together. We've been saying it on this podcast. He's stagnant.
Yeah,
and a part of being stagnant with that is you're going to bring about and give life to a part of your fan base that's just very different, and if you're putting it up there from, as far as I'm concerned, your representation of who you are as a person, those aren't the people I want representing me as the quote unquote Drake fan, the Aubrey's Angels.
His last 4 albums deal with chasing toxic women, doing drugs just to numb the pain, complaining that you don't trust your friends, and you're just being an all around fuckboy. Those were his last 4 albums, and if that's your favorite artist, your favorite artist, and that's the message, that's the energy you like listening to, you suck. Like, you must be a pretty terrible person.
Yeah, I've heard people say things like, Drake's music means so much to me because growing up, just whatever the reasoning was. And on one hand, it's like, I get it because, again, it's that connection to art that heavily influenced you growing up, and there's a part that just doesn't want to let it go. I get it. Mm-hmm. Again, there's always two sides to the story, which is that was when you were a lot younger and a lot more immature than you should be mature now. So you could still have, for lack of better terms, feelings for those records. You still want it because it's helped. I guess it's helped. I'm not going to say I guess. To be fair, there's been records from other artists that have assisted in shaping me into the man I am today. Mm-hmm. So I'm not going to take away from the fact of what Drake's music means to certain people, because there was a time when we were all late teens, early 20s, and it was something similar that we were going through. We had to mature through and all that, and some of his music was a part of that. I'm not taking anything away from that. Yeah. I just can't help but take away from the fact that I went back and re-listened to Deep Pockets, which was the first track on the demo, mm-hmm. and then researching the making of that track and finding out that was supposed to be placed on Scorpion. Mm-hmm. So then listening to Survival and then listening to Deep Pockets, it's like you completely abandon you abandon everything, because when push came to shove, you fed into this Pusha T thing. Instead of letting it be a battle, you had to get the upper hand. You had to try to show. And look what it caused. You had a bunch of records that could have really helped tie your career. And, even though you lost, it still could have been a great rebound. I still view that project as, man, that is just 25 tracks of just missed opportunity.
Complaining.
You talk about putting 35 up in a game, but being blown out by 25. Mm-hmm. Like, that's what Scorpion is a representation of. Again, there's some good music on it. Over the years, I'm Upset has definitely become something that goes into several of my playlists just off of, reasonings for those records. A couple other ones, what I'm saying? Like, Nice for What, still a dope record to go out and listen to out in the clubs. But the thing is, I've always maintained since Views dropped was I put Drake records on when I'm in a mindless attitude. Mm-hmm. I don't want to think.
Right.
I just need something to get me from point A to point B in the car. It's pacifying music. Like, I don't go to Drake for life-altering art.
And that's the thing, when these fans attack me online, and I look at them, I'm like, why is this so personal to you? Like, why are you going so hard for him? Because it's like, it's almost like I want to psychoanalyze them. I look at them and I analyze them, and I'm like, you're just like him, or you just hate being called ugly. Like, why do you go so hard for him? Like, it's just wild to me, just with the message he gives, and it's just like, I don't know, man. That's wild. That's some wild shit. That's wild. And now you're playing these games with TDE artists. I'm going back to that. You're playing these games with other artists in your city when your city doesn't even respect you either. So, oh man.
I mean, hold on. Before you go any further, like I understand what you mean by saying that your city don't respect you, because there's still people who are like singing Not Like Us at the top of their lungs and shit, whatever, right?
I read this.
But dog, it's more than just that though. Like, if you can help actually get somebody across the border, like facilitate that shit,
that looks like you got power.
No, it doesn't look like you have power.
Mm-hmm. You have power with but I'm talking about the citizens, I guess. Because I read this article I just read this article today from Toronto artists. What this journalist talked to like other local Toronto artists, and a lot of them said, "I like him, but he never looked out for us. He never put us on. He never did songs with us. He never did nothing like that. He always kind of looked down on us and kept us there. So when the battle was going on, we didn't take his side. It's just like what Kendrick did. We didn't take his side because he didn't like us."
You mentioned the artist. Now, but prior to that, you said the citizens.
The
citizens have stuck up for him and punched out Rick Ross and his fucking
the people that were associated.
You see what I'm saying?
You know what
like,
I mean? I know what you mean.
No, but that's what I'm getting at. It's like I think you're convoluting the two. Really?
Yeah, I get you.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm talking about people that are not associated with him.
Yeah,
but that's the
I get
one.
you. I get you. Yeah, that would make more sense.
The people that are not associated with him.
Yeah, but like the actual city, the actual country.
Yeah,
I mean, you got to look at it for what it is, bro. Like he is still like their national treasure.
Mm-hmm.
Until the feds come knocking.
I mean, until that type shit happens, you know, it is
allegedly.
What it is. Yeah,
you know, it's just a matter of time. Oh man! But also, if we stay on this hip hop shit, Big Sean did an interview. Oh yeah, Vultures 2 dropped.
Yeah.
That was funny.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Big Sean did an interview. Oh, never mind. Vultures 2 dropped. We didn't listen because it literally just dropped.
Oh, I listened to the whole thing.
You
did?
Yeah, I listened to the whole thing.
Damn.
I was running errands.
How was it? I listened to it, but I didn't really listen to it.
I didn't listen to it at
I know
all.
I know the 530 track is on there. That's my favorite track. That's during the Donda 2 sessions. That shit's fire.
Let me find it real quick.
I know Slides on there.
Yeah, I was in Vultures 1. All right, so
you didn't even listen to
promotion,
it. I bought it.
husband, and lifestyle.
And
there's transitions. And then there's the transitions with those records. I was listening to promotion. And in the midst of it, so promotion's featuring Future.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden Wayne jumps on. I'm like, oh shit, they got Future and Wayne on this record. And I look down. And I'm like, when the fuck did this go to husband? And then it immediately went to lifestyle. And I was like, wow, these are some motherfucking transitions. I could not tell where the break was on each of those damn records.
Damn, that's good.
Is it?
Promotion's hilarious.
How is it hilarious?
It's just you'll find out when
when I really listen.
Yeah, it's funny. Overall, it's all right. I mean, it's my first listen. I'm running errands, so
on the 530, that's my with the sample that baby. I downloaded the record. I'll play a little bit. I'll play a little bit because these niggas don't care about Kanye like that on here. Here we go.
Nope.
They don't care. That's why I downloaded it. 530. It's a Donda 2. It was from Donda 2. It was from the Donda 2 sessions. I heard this when I first heard it. I was like, "Oh, this is fire." No Ty Dolla $ign. It's just Kanye.
Yeah, no. Overall,
I can listen to that. Yeah,
it's cool. Again, I can only do so much with giving it my first spin for an hour and then off running errands. But it was all right.
Yeah, but Big Sean, he dropped. Oh, and he kind of did drop. His album leaked.
Yeah,
I didn't listen, but it wasn't finished, so it didn't matter.
Yeah, now he said that wasn't like the album.
Did you watch the video I sent you, Jason?
Nah.
Yeah, you're gonna cry. I'm not gonna tell you, but when you watch it,
no, that's a good one.
Yeah, I'm not gonna tell you. You're gonna watch it, and you're gonna be like, okay, in a good way.
If I don't cry, I'm holding you responsible.
It struck a chord with my brother.
Yeah.
It's like that.
That's all I'm gonna say. But yeah, he did an interview with Charlamagne, and he got a lot off his chest, I guess. And Charlamagne asked him about his grievances with Kendrick, especially when the original Element record dropped, and a lot was said. Did you watch the interview?
Nope.
Martine watched it.
Yep, twice.
Why do you have to watch it twice? I want you to say it for the people.
Because it was late at night after work when I tried watching it the first time and I fell asleep. I ain't gonna lie. The fuck?
Niggas work.
Yeah, I work too.
I'm saying.
Yeah, I passed out too when I got to
if I show you my fucking timesheet, god damn.
I'm not gonna lie. I passed out too when I watched it. Like only towards the end. That's when I kind of passed out. But the meat of it that everyone's talking about, he pretty much said that him and Kendrick do not have beef. He felt away when the original version of Element dropped because he talked to Punch, he talked to Dave Free, and he felt there wasn't a problem. But then when it leaked out, Kendrick reached out to him.
Now I was just gonna say, you said when it came out. This
when
is
it leaked,
way before it came out. When it leaked, just between artists. It feels like, you know what I mean? Not when it was available to the public. That's when he had a problem with it. Then when it became available to the public, by that time it was already it was already squashed. Like the whole issue was already squashed.
Yeah, and he pretty much said that Kendrick text him, and he had them texts ready to go, and he showed Charlamagne, and I kind of felt a way about that. I was just like, why do you gotta show it to him? And he felt really he felt very passionate about it, and he's like, in a way, he apologized and da-da-da-da-da. And he talked about the No More interviews and the Me, Myself, and I freestyle, and he was saying that he wasn't talking to Kendrick, he was talking about other fast rappers. But then I went back and reread those lyrics. I listened to it and reread the lyrics, and I remember exactly what he said. He called it the savior of hip hop. And everyone knows who he was referring to, who kept calling him the savior of hip hop. It was Kendrick. And he didn't stand 10 toes down on it, but he said he wasn't talking about him. And he was like, I'm tired of everyone saying I was talking about everybody. Da, 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 da. And I was just like, oh, you still not standing on your business. Okay. And then he's saying it's cool though. They're cool now, whatever. And then what else did he say? There's one other thing he said. Oh, when Charlamagne said about the big three, and he considers himself part of the big three.
See, that one I got a little bit of an issue with.
Which button?
I don't even know. I'm stumped right now.
He was dead serious.
I was gonna say chop the screw.
Somebody did this.
And he's dead serious too.
Look, respect to Big Sean. I like Big Sean. He definitely makes a strong argument and contention for one of the final two spots on, if you're considering the last decade's first team. If not the first team, he's definitely probably the first or the second of the 5 spots I go to on the second team. No.
Turn it off.
No.
No. And then
it's a 4-man race. It does not matter how you feel about Drake. Okay? It's a 4-man, however you want to put the 3 in. It's Drake, it's Kendrick, it's J. Cole, or it's Future. That's it.
And that's exactly what Charlamagne said.
That's it.
Yeah. That's it. And he did feel away because he said his music wasn't as consistent and it wasn't up to par with them and all that. You can tell he felt away about that.
Yeah, but that's it. I mean, that's it. I'm not going into it any further.
The way he was just said, no. That's it.
And again, for that part, I was looking away from the microphone, so I will say it one more time again. There are 4 rappers in contention for that big 3. It is Drake, Kendrick, J. Cole, and Future. Have at it with any of those. I'm fine with it.
I push the line.
I'm not pushing any lines with it. I'm fine with that. That's it. It's over.
Go on.
The 5th spot is either reserved in my eyes is reserved for either Big Sean or Wale. That's it.
And that's just
you're not sneaking into the top 3. We're not changing history.
That 5 spot's the reserve,
okay?
Too, by the way. That's the reserve. That's the IR.
Oh, yeah. Shit. That was funny how you just said, that's it.
We're not doing this shit, all right? We're not.
But
We're not going to try to change history a decade later. No.
Yeah, no, that's crazy.
And he was dead serious about it, too.
I was there. I lived it.
Right.
I was there at the Big Sean concert. We were there.
I was there, yeah. He had a good show.
And Sean can rap, man. I'm not even going to downplay that.
But it says a lot when the Heart Part 4 drops and Busby and I immediately leave that room.
Yeah, y'all left a whole ass concert, bro.
To listen to the Heart Part 4.
Yeah.
Or how the energy shift when you dropped your single Precision and then all of a sudden everyone said, oh my God, Kendrick is dissing Drake and J. Cole. And the whole energy shifted.
Well, the way he explained that made all the sense in the world. It's like you already got Future and Metro Boomin. You add in Kendrick, then you add in the fact that he's dissing Drake and J. Cole. Like that's
the 4 who are contending for the big 3.
So what takes precedence? What takes precedence?
You have 2 of the big 3 on one side. You have the other 2 of the big 3 in contention on the other side. That's 4 contending for the. You're not a part of that.
That's it.
That's it.
That's it.
That's it. Stop it! Turn it off! You're dead serious. That's the funniest part. But so then Charlamagne said, well, you probably could contend with him. You probably could contend. Were you ready to contend with Kendrick? And he was like, yeah, I was ready for it.
Why did he lie to that man?
That's not what he said. No. Hold on. That's not what he said. You are missing that shit, dog. You missed the mark on that one.
What did he say?
He goes, man, you should just thank God that wasn't you.
Yeah. He did say that.
I agree with that.
No, Big Sean laughed and he was like, oh, yeah, okay. He was like, I was ready for him, but I guess we'll never know. Yeah. And there were people online that said Big Sean was a better opponent for Kendrick.
Honestly, he is. He is.
Let me explain something to this microphone.
Sean is a better
Sean Anderson.
Oof.
Sean.
Ooh.
I like you.
Me too.
I go to bat for Dark Sky Fantasy.
And Detroit too.
Mm-hmm. I go to bat for those.
Yep.
All right, like, come on, like,
and Finally Famous.
Yeah.
And Detroit, the mixtape.
I decided kind of.
Again, easily in discussion when you're talking about if you're making a list. Top 5, top 10 for sure from the 2010s decade.
I would say top 5 for sure.
28 is a classic too.
Yeah, but I know top 5, but for sure we're not even getting out of top 10.
Okay.
If we're depending on who we're talking with.
Yeah.
With that being said, stop it.
Stop it.
Don't try to rewrite his. You have a song with E40. That means something out here in the Bay.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does.
It wasn't just a song. It was a hit single with Mustard on the beat.
Ho.
Don't do this, please. Don't
make us
do
hate
this.
Don't make us hate you. We don't want to do that.
I mean, first of all, it's going to be hard for him to make us hate him.
But no, for me,
I don't know him personally.
I can have a strong dislike for him.
Strong dislike because he keeps. In my honest opinion, he keeps on his raps. It sounds like he's throwing sub shots at people, and then when he's confronted about it, he says, "I wasn't talking about you. I wasn't talking about nobody." That's like throwing rocks at somebody. And then the dude turns around like, why the fuck you throw the rocks at me? Oh, I wasn't throwing it at you. I was throwing it at the dude that's like 5 feet away from you. But it wasn't you, bro. And then you do it again.
Come on, Big Sean. You have multiple pipelines to the West Coast, okay? You're in a relationship and you got a healthy, beautiful baby boy with a West Coast R&B artist, iLLogical. Legendary status.
Yep.
Okay? You do some of your best work with Hit Boy.
Yep.
All right? I'm sure you have Mustard calls or you call Mustard. That's a situation where 2 rings at most if you guys aren't busy.
Yup.
Don't please. Come on. Stop.
Stop it.
Please. The Bay in Detroit, we got love for each other. Outside of sports, we got love for each other. Don't please. Come on. Don't do this. Stop it. That's all I have to say.
And stop throwing sub shots. Stop doing raps where it sounds like you're throwing sub shots, and then when you're being confronted about it, say, I wasn't talking about that person. Yes, you were. Just stand on your raps.
I feel like, personally, like that's part of them squashing the shit.
But he does it again.
No, but you're saying, think about what you're saying, okay? You're saying that he's not admitting to it now. Now is after the conversation that they had.
No, I'm talking.
You see what I'm saying?
No, I'm talking about recently with the On the Radar.
That's what I'm saying.
Freestyle.
Oh, that was... Man, DJ Head went out and said that wasn't about Kendrick.
No, but then he said, "Oh, it's about another Gemini."
Yeah,
and then he goes and said, "No." But the thing was, he did downplay the fucking the whatchamacallit, the Kanye shit though. He really did.
Oh, okay.
He downplayed the fuck out of it, but anyway, that's besides the point. Anyway, anything else?
No.
Yeah, that shit took a lot out of you.
Yes.
He said, that's it. That's it.
And that's it. This is episode 311 of the most consistent podcast in the area. You can always follow us on Twitter. Or X. At Mr. Busby 4 lowercase 08. You can follow us on Twitter at iLLogicalSP. You can always follow us on Instagram at iLLogicalSense, and of course on the Facebook.
Give me a hell yeah!
And on all social media, you can find me at JCNoHuddits. Close and close to football season.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's all I got.
I think rugby kind of kicked it off unofficially.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like I said, that was a nice jump into, you get rugby on Saturday, then the Hall of Fame game on Thursday, and then now 3 weeks worth of preseason games for this upcoming week. Starting this upcoming week.
Yeah. Nia Jackson's rubbing her ass in front of
and Hard Knocks training camp.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's gonna be the Bears.
I like that.
You, Martine?
Yeah, you can follow me on all social medias at McFly408. And I'm wearing the number 10 jersey. It's the Kobe. Because on the 10th, I'm going to be dropping my new shit.
Hey.
It's going to be titled Him. So look for that.
Hey. Oh, yeah. Shouts out to both Kobe and Gigi. They unveiled the latest statue, which was a combination of two separate moments of them at Lakers games.
Right.
Is there going to be another statue for Kobe, or that's it?
Nah, still one more.
There's still one more.
Damn, one more? You're going to have 3 statues.
Yep.
They did that one purposely. All these dates are purposeful.
Okay.
Yep.
So they dropped that on August 2nd, 2024, which is 8/2/24.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
Yeah.
And
one more thing. I've been shouting out Giannis this entire time. I have a toddler that walks now.
Hey!
Progression.
Yeah.
Miss walks.
Yeah. Put locks on everything.
Everything. That boy can walk now. Watch him start walking if he keeps watching Not Like Us.
Let's go.
He's cultured.
Culture.
I'm proud. He's cultured.
Hell yeah. Anyway, but Big Sean, stop it.
Yes.
Turn it off.
Busby.
Well, I said turn it off.
That's it.
Turn it off.
That's it.
Turn it off.